Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
Conceived in a hell beyond your depth of perception. Chaotic case of conquering domination. Psychopath snapped by chains of imprisonment. A bludgeoning force that's undermining the government. Inflict strain upon the structure. Collapsing below my pressure. Inflict strain upon the structure. Collapsing below my pressure. Break of the edge, crusher. 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 The purest nonconformist, jaded subhuman terrorist. From flesh to steel and blood to blade, I fight to exist. Arrival of justice, extreme rush of hatred. Survival in a twisted world where nothing is sacred. Inflict strain upon the structure. Collapsing below my pressure. Inflict strain upon the structure. Collapsing below my pressure. Break of the edge, crusher. 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 Break of the edge, crusher.
Hello. These are like all copywritten except for that last one because I fucked it up. Hi, how's it going? Great, great. Hi, welcome to the show. Good morning.
Well, I'm down here. Come invade me if you like. And if you're out there, are you gray or human like? I was sent here by some god or so they claim. Are you somewhere crashing someone's planet? Are you out there on some devil ship from Mars? And if you're out there, show your gleaming face. I know you're out there, breaking someone's spirit. And when you're done there, I'll be here. Some have found theirs, heard they even coexist. But I'm down here, hopeful still but discontent. Oh, female, I'll be your experiment. I spent a life year on your mothership, yeah. Are you out there on some devil ship from Mars? And if you're out there, show your gleaming face. I know you're out there, breaking someone's spirit. And when you're done there, I'll be here. Come on down, come on down, come on down, come on down. Are you out there on some devil ship from Mars? And if you're out there, show your gleaming face. I know you're out there, breaking someone's spirit. And when you're done there, I'll be here.
Hi, hello. Hi, welcome. This is actually a pretty good anime music video or whatever. Video game thing. Ivan Saints. Ivan Sains. Or whatever. I don't know why it said what it said, but there you go. Hi, how's it going? Great. We made it. We are here. We have owned the libs. Okay. I mean, my magic broke today. If you can't tell, I was fiddling the fuck around a little bit and casting some spells. I was trying to get rid of the fire in the background, you know, and it turned into like instead this like I don't even know what's happening now. It's more like a blood pool of radiance. I'm not sure what's happening, so I apologize for the blood pool of strange reverse blood radiance. I don't know what's happening here. I really don't. I don't. And I cast a couple more spells to try to get rid of it, and bam, now I'm fucking green, and I lost most of my pigment as a pink fleshy human. So I think I'm turning plant-like. I think I'm turning Japanese, and I think we're gonna continue the show with maybe one or two more copyright strikes, and then we're gonna chug right along with what the main goal is here. Okay? Great. So yeah, welcome to the show, folks. You know, sit on down.
Knows that the plants will grow. Plant man knows that the plants will grow. Plant man knows that the plants will grow. Plant man knows. Plant man. Plant man. Plant man. Plant man knows where the plants will go. Plant man knows that the plants will grow. Plants don't know when the plants will go. Plant
Great, great. So welcome to the show. We are Plant Man. Okay, we are Plant. We are Plant Man. Welcome to the show. I don't know if that's a copyright. I don't know if that's a copyright either, but yeah. If it was, it was. If it ain't, it ain't. You know what I mean? The Plant Man knows. Anybody remember seeing this on Beavis and Butthead? Who would win in a fight, Plant Man versus Spoon Man? I don't know. I think Spoon Man, though. I'm pretty sure Spoon Man does heroin, so I think he'd have a fair chance at fucking this plant up, you know what I mean? Oh, so oh my god. So any of this fun shit vibes we're feeling right now, kill all of them. Kill all fun you're feeling right now. But channel it, okay? Kill it, but then channel it that you have killed, its blood, down a river, okay? Where eventually down the line it will fill into a rune on the ground and it will summon a demon of good times once more. But that's only down the line. We have some work to do here, folks. So get to stabbing, okay?
We are, of course, amidst a brave new world of technology.
Oh, they covered
one
the
where
AI
nearly
lawyer.
Every practical problem has been solved, and the industry has pivoted to a never-ending search for more problems to solve.
I
need more problems.
They
Problems
covered
that
the
don't
AI
exist.
lawyer. We
They're
covered
just
the AI
finding
lawyer.
new ones.
That was fun.
And no evolution in technology represents this wasteful, pointless endeavor more than artificial intelligence, or just AI, which is obviously just a catch-all for everything related to artificial intelligence, from the boring stuff that's been silently helping us for years, to the slop served up by chatbots and image generators. It's a weird balance, because when some issues arise, you could see the potential for AI being used, before ultimately realizing that in most cases, the product is once again solving a problem that doesn't exist. Take, for instance, the elusive, perfect AI lawyer. In the months since the spread of chatbots in particular, we've seen AI mess things up for real lawyers in court cases where they trusted the bot to come up with arguments based on cases
they'll just
that
dream up like fake
didn't even
cases and
exist.
shit. Right.
Now, one guy, however, recently decided to take things a step further, and we promise you that it only gets weirder from that.
It's insane.
So Jerome DeWald decided to seek representation where no one in their right mind would think to look. Not just a lawyer who uses chatbots to argue cases.
I know.
A lawyer who is entirely AI. Not just that. Mr. DeWald got an AI avatar that attempted to look exactly like him so that he can represent him in a lawsuit that he himself initiated.
It's amazing.
Apparently,
you say
in order
it looked
to
like
show
him, but
everyone
I don't feel
how
that's the case.
cool his little startup is, and how it's going to change the world by giving a voice to the voiceless.
It appears as though he initiated a lawsuit so that he could have his own AI lawyer represent him in that lawsuit.
That's insane.
Seemingly wasting everyone's time.
I don't know.
And
He
that is
created
how the
a lawsuit
react.
just to
this was a test case,
his AI bot.
a test
That's
legal
insane.
case. First of all, he
Crazy,
couldn't pull
dude.
off an avatar that looked just like him in time for
Not
the
at
court
all.
appearance, so he just went with some generic dude named Jim.
Just the standard template of an AI
I'm Jim.
avatar.
Yeah.
I'm here to
Either
explain
way,
the
the
law
judge
to
in
you.
the case did not think that it was very cool and immediately chastised the
very
guy
pissed.
for his little stunt.
Yeah.
Here's the register.
The avatar, its appearance and voice created
The
by
avatar.
software, used on behalf of Jerome DeWald,
shit.
the plaintiff in an employment dispute with insurance firm Mass Mutual Metro New York, at a March 26th hearing before the U.S. State Supreme Court's appellate
This is the future.
During oral arguments, DeWald asked for a video to be played depicting a man in a V-neck sweater to the five-judge panel. The video opened. Now may it please the court. I come here today, a humble pro se, before a panel of five distinguished judges. A pro se being someone representing themselves. And I'll be the courtroom in this scenario. And we're just going to kind of play out how this went when this guy just started playing a video of an AI lawyer.
She was like, stop.
Confused by the unknown speaker, one of the judges, Associate Justice Sally Manzanet Daniels, immediately interrupted to ask who was addressing the court. Is this...
She spends too much time on Facebook. She knew that shit was bullshit.
Case?
She was fast.
Oh, that? I generated that, replied DeWald, who was physically sitting before the panel of judges in the hearing.
I generated
I'm sorry,
that.
The judge said.
I generated that, DeWald reiterated. That is not a real person.
It's insane.
Okay, the judge snapped. It would have been nice to know that when you made your application. You did not tell me that, sir.
They go on to explain that DeWald claimed to have been dealing with an ailment that prevented him from speaking, so he simply had to use the
is that
AI
autism?
avatar of himself to represent himself.
I'm good. We've
and
seen
the
this.
fact that he's the founder
I made
of
my
the
Tor
startup
joke,
that
you know.
creates these things. That's just a big coincidence.
Yeah.
So that's-
obviously,
yeah.
You're all going to
Okay.
be asking questions about the company that I started.
That? Yeah, pretty cool, huh?
You guys are
Oh,
really on top
were you
of it with
impressed by
today's
it?
episode.
Because, baby, I need a lot of money.
So they had chat about this for a while more. Check out today's episode. Internet Today. Fucking, what do I call it? Like weird news today, internet. Today news, internet. It's really generic, isn't it? So, yeah, check them out. Great. They then cover the AI wife shot and arrested. The Weezer wife. She was shot in the arm. Firefest 2 still not happening. We covered that yesterday. These guys are very much ahead of the shit on this episode. Good job, good job. And then weird headlines. I think we'll check out like a little bit more of this. Weezer wife shot and arrested. If you didn't hear, but we don't really have the full
But
details on
by
this.
now-
It's a see you at Coachella type of
As the
situation.
hit and run crash, one of the 3 suspects was detained, cited, and released by California Highway Patrol.
All right.
I watched the entirety of this get covered on the H3 members stream, I think. Sorry about that. What an elitist.
Job well done. Bake them away, toys.
I'm really curious because this case obviously is going to get a little bit more attention.
Yeah,
So it
I'm
doesn't-
waiting for the full
Even if you
details to
have
come
a
out.
gun,
Because she
the
seemed
best thing you
very
can do in any situation where
forward.
This is going to ruin the toy.
Sit in the house, don't fucking move, with a gun. She come out of the house. She come out of the house with a gun. She pointed that shit at the cops and shit. She was fucking sparking. She was crazy, dude. She was like, this is it? This is the end? Is it Trump time? And she just bursts out that door. She was ready to go. So, there you go. Here we are. Shot in the arm and shit. She was shot in the arm by a cop. After pointing the fuck... It's so insane. Just the story of it. Do you actually have footage now? Do we have footage? Ooh. Okay, I'll let them go over this part.
there was a pursuit, some suspects bailed from a car
Right.
and ran into a neighborhood. One of
Yes.
those neighbors in that neighborhood was the bassist of Weezer and his
Yes.
wife, Jillian Lauren,
There.
who was also part of a harem for the Prince of Brunei, apparently,
So-
and wrote a book about it. That's a tale for a different time.
Just go.
Yeah,
Now,
anyway.
she is armed. She's checking
bursts
out
out the
commotion,
door.
all the sirens and the screeching and whatnot.
Yeah.
Probably a little nervous about all the shouting and the sirens and helicopters. And she's got her gun. She sees some people.
As an American citizen, she grabs her gun.
So I grab.
So I
pointed
grabbed
her
my
gun
gun.
at them, but oops, it's the cops.
Yeah.
And they immediately shoot her in the shoulder, and she is charged with attempted murder
Damn.
for pointing the gun at the cops, which is wild.
Yeah.
But also very telling of the LAPD, who clearly demonstrated
Okay.
that they can use non-lethal force when necessary, but simply choose not to.
Yeah, no shit. So yeah, amazing. Truly, wow. Firefest
is
2, still not
The legitimacy
happening.
of Fire Festival 2, an event that does not exist.
There's still no hard proof to any of these things. They moved it around, and where he moved it to, there's still no proof that there's any actual plans of where they moved it to as well.
can focus on-
Huel, what a Huel ad.
Of us talking about it.
Great.
The-
Loomered.
You can.
What is Loomer doing?
Early next week with more episodes, but since
Okay,
Trump
okay.
hasn't done anything dumber than what
Love
he's already
me a
done all
Loomer.
week long, we're also going to give you a slight break of us talking about it.
Yeah.
The latest, though, is that his reversal of tariffs only worked temporarily.
Dude, yeah,
And the
no,
market
it's really bad looking.
Continued to crash
Yep.
on Thursday of this week. What?
Yep.
Which certainly does not
That's
bode
probably-
well because
probably
he just
additionally
used up
going
what
down
appears to
right
be his
now
only
today.
bargaining chip.
Yeah,
So-
and it technically used it twice this week. First was Walter Bloomberg, then the real Trump one, and now what? Now what?
America's
Plus,
getting
the
tanked.
price increases they
by the
haven't really
orange
hit
idiot.
yet, and other countries are simply refusing
So-
to buy our products or visit our tourist locations. Certainly, one of these will have an effect on the greater economy.
All of these will
as
have an
we
effect
revert
on
back
us.
to
We're
the dark ages.
Yeah,
going to
there's
die
a lot
now.
of stuff
Yep,
happening
that's it.
regardless of these tariffs that is going to have a lot of effects down the line.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if there's one person on Earth who knows
But Laura
how to
Loomer.
weather a storm, it's Laura Loomer.
She knows
Her
what's up.
Gigantic
Okay.
rictus face, which also
She's
doubles as an umbrella.
a
Yeah,
queen.
let's check in
Okay,
with
she's a-
Laura Loomer.
Yeah, so
A
after
goddess
getting a bunch of people fired
among
from the Trump administration
flies.
just, I don't know, last week,
All right.
Yeah.
And then facing a storm of criticism from Republicans and Democrats alike, Loomer did what she does best. She created a bunch of made-up enemies, portrayed herself as a victim, and then somehow also the hero of her own fantasy.
Nice,
where
nice.
she blocks out the haters with solid investment advice.
Yes,
Oh,
and
tell me more.
popcorn.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we're just going to show part of the video that she
And
released.
popcorn.
Because it is bizarre.
She
It
is done.
It feels almost AI generated. But I
Loomer
think that's just
style.
how she is.
Well,
Baby.
all of the voices in script are AI generated.
Loomer
but,
style, baby.
Her voice also seems
Is this a
AI
thing?
generated.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Fuck this. Let's go.
And like her voice and the way her face
What? Do we get to see
moves,
the whole
it
thing?
feels
I'm just
like
gonna,
one
I'm
of
gonna
those
look it up. I'm
avatars
gonna look
that
it
you
up.
would use to represent you in court.
Yeah, I was shocked by the
Gay
clearly obvious face
Venezuelan
voices when I was
stylist
listening
sent
it.
to
So her voice, at
Salvadorian
least,
prison
matching with her
after
mouth was like,
disgraced
okay,
cops
but it's still
report.
uncanny valley.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And it feels obviously like a horror movie.
What?
I mean, it looks like Jigsaw just rolled in and started filming in this fucking
The
living
way
room. I'm
her
sorry.
hair is
Here you
going,
go.
this
Laura
is
Loomer
AI.
has been canceled. The President of the United States
It
has
is
refused
AI.
to take her phone calls as he suspects she is soon to be arrested.
All
Is
of this
Laura Loomer
is
the most
AI.
hated person on planet Earth? We want to hear from you, the listener, and get your opinion on
It's
whether or not
100%
I tell you what I
AI.
heard. I heard she got canceled. We coming for you, bitch. We coming to your house, Laura Loomer. We fight. We know where you live.
This is AI.
Because I called Kirk Elliott Precious Metals, and I learned how adding gold and
The
silver
hair
to my
flying around
portfolio
on the
is one of the
side
safest ways to
with
not
no
just grow
wind.
my finances, but to also protect them from the
Yeah, it's full. The Loomer, full AI. Loomer video, full AI. Bro, everything I've seen on there is fucking every ounce of that full AI.
uncertainty of the future.
Anyways, we do have one more.
I can't even. I don't
glimpse
want to
at the
watch
horrors
it.
that
Okay,
needed
bad cop.
qualified immunity. We just
Okay,
talked
cool, great, cool. I
If
don't care. I don't
they
care.
don't, if we're gonna work.
Cops are good. All cops are good.
The law.
A few bad apples don't spoil the bunch. Headlines: Florida teacher loses job for calling
And
student
of course, this
by
happened in
preferred
Florida,
name.
obviously. And
Okay.
because it is in Florida and because of how Florida is, the
Uh,
law states there that this teacher needs permission from any student to use their preferred name. And if the student cannot give permission without signed admission from the parents.
Yeah, that's because
Yeah.
like, I mean,
what in the fuck?
growing up in the 90s and you got like 47 Jennifers in your class.
What
Yeah.
in the
and
fuck?
15 Michaels.
Yeah.
Obviously, the teacher has to like be like, okay, anyone got a nickname? Help me out.
Yeah.
And like that, ever since I
Even
started,
that, yeah.
like that's all I think about when I hear about this like preferred name shit. Is like it's very normal for people who either share a name with multiple other people in the class, or in a lot of cases might have a foreign name that's difficult for other people to pronounce, and they maybe have a nickname that's
Nope.
a little easier.
Nope.
That's a
Nope.
preferred name.
No, got to get parents' permission, and if you don't, you get in a lot of trouble. And
That's
luckily,
insane. Ed figures though. What a bunch of fucking stupid ass laws. They got laws that work well for dumb shit, but following sarcastic Hitler remark, Michigan council member resigns.
they got to go.
Gotta go.
Ugh.
Following
Okay.
sarcastic Hitler remark, Michigan council member resigns.
Why?
No,
What
I
was
was
the
just,
remark?
I was
That
just
was a remark.
joking
What was
that I was a Nazi. Yeah, so
LOL,
it was.
Zeke,
We should just read from the
LOL,
article
Zeke,
because
LOL.
it's
Zeke,
pretty bold, and immediately is like, oh well, I didn't mean it.
Yeah, like what are we talking about here? Was it like one of those?
He said the full HH.
Oh.
Okay,
What?
yeah, you can't do
in,
that.
In
A Chelsea City
context?
Council
I
member
mean,
has resigned after facing backlash and issuing an apology for saying Heil Hitler in what he characterized as a sarcastic comment at a meeting.
What was the context where that would call for that?
I'm just gonna read the quote.
Okay.
As I committed to you in my apology, I accept your decision to censor me. Bill Ruddock said in his resignation letter to the city Tuesday, April 8th, I do not want to be a distraction to the great work of the council, and I hereby resign my seat
Oh, wow.
effective
Okay.
immediately. The night prior, Ruddock uttered Heil Hitler in response to a resident who made public comments criticizing the city's stance for asking people their immigration status.
Oh. What?
Okay.
So someone was like, hey, I don't really like that the city's going to be asking everyone for their fucking immigration. Kind of sounds like they're asking people for their papers.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
some
yeah.
guy literally said fucking Heil Hitler to that.
That's amazing.
yeah, not
Yeah,
the.
yeah, that's
And
pretty
then
funny.
said he was being
That's
sarcastic.
sarcastic,
okay,
but
well,
it's
what
also
was the
like-
sarcasm?
Yeah, I don't even like. What's the joke?
The dark
Yeah.
reality of it. Like,
You're doing the
wanted that
actual
to
Nazi
happen.
thing right
LOL.
now.
Now it's happening.
But now you're saying
Yeah,
it's
that's
Because
right.
people are complaining. They're like, this feels a little fashy. And then your
Yeah,
response to that is Heil Hitler. It kind of sounds like you like how fashy it is.
Yeah. And also the fact that you
It
resigned.
is what it is, though, because
like,
they're just going to call us
says.
Hitler if we call them Hitler, and everybody's calling everybody Hitler, and everybody's a fascist, everybody's a fascist, but nobody knows the true definition of what a fascist fucking is or who is acting like it. So, good job, little fucking definition dodging fucking... anyways, I gotta piss.
Hey there, folks. Hope you're doing well today. Today, we thought we'd look at some swing voters. And these are voters who previously voted for Joe Biden, but most recently voted for Donald Trump. Now, this
Okay.
comes to us from a great
Why?
YouTube channel that really focuses on polling and
Swing
focus
voters.
groups.
What a bunch
It's
of
called
fucking
Ignatius,
idiots, dude.
and we recommend everyone go subscribe. We'll link it in the description. So he begins just by understanding how many of them are familiar with Donald Trump speaking about tariffs.
Let me actually start with this. How many of you have heard President Trump talk about the tariffs in the last week? Show of fingers. Who's heard him talk about the
fact
tariffs
that any
in the past week? So all 7 of you
DEI,
heard him say something. Okay.
Old
Just give me
white
a
men.
rough sense as to what you've heard about President Trump
And
and the
then
tariffs
not.
in the past week.
Okay.
And this is a great place to start because the messaging
Y'all are
has been
doing
so
the-
mixed
the
coming
work
from the
of
Trump
old
administration.
racist
One day it's for
white
one
men.
thing, the next
Very
day it's for the
dumb.
other thing. And we see all these commentators really struggling to polish the turd as they don't know which direction to go and what the true incentive is. So, Tim, this should be interesting to hear the feedback from
That's
these
not bad.
folks.
They're
of
just
what they
pictures.
believe
I see what you're
the
doing
messaging to
now.
be. These people who actually voted for Donald Trump.
Even the playing field, generate revenue, bring manufacturing back to the United States, and in some situations, at least for China and Mexico, it was to curb the influx of fentanyl into the United States.
Man,
Which is
it's
like
almost like
minimal.
someone just really desperate enough
From
to say
Canada,
anything
at
that
least,
anyone
but-
will believe.
So by a show of fingers, who thinks the president has made a
Okay,
good
this is
case
kind of interesting.
as to why tariffs are necessary? Show of fingers, who thinks the president's made a good case as to why tariffs are necessary?
Okay.
None of you think he's made a good case.
So let's just pause here for a second and take this in.
Yeah.
The world's best businessman has not sold any of these people on his ideas. Again, that is the key element
I
to
don't
being
know.
a
And then he,
businessman,
like,
to
didn't
sell
even
your ideas.
Do anything.
That is, unless
you know?
you're a con
He hasn't
man
done
selling
anything.
snake oil.
Yeah, right.
Explain that to me.
He hasn't done anything,
He hasn't
dude.
communicated it. I mean, I just rattled off 4 things, and he uses different different results for the actions that he takes. So he's all about the action of putting tariffs in place, but he hasn't communicated the outcome.
Oh, no, we saw the outcome. I mean, we've seen the market
Well,
crash so many days in a row.
Yeah, we know the outcome.
Even when you backed off the tariffs, there's
Oh, we
still
know the
crashing.
outcome.
What he says, more money's coming.
Not
in.
hard to see what the
Curb,
outcome is.
Fentanyl.
What's the win?
Bring manufacturing
What's your
back.
win?
Manufacturing
Yeah, no
doesn't
shit.
happen overnight. It takes years and years to
Idiots.
build an infrastructure
Stupid as
for
fuck, dude.
manufacturing.
Right.
And then he's talking about revenue.
Dumb.
Yay, I love this guy. You know, he really wants accountability. It's interesting why he voted for a felon who brags about grabbing women by their private parts.
Yeah. Epstein.
I just, again, you've got to
Epstein,
kind of nail that
fucking
down. and
Jane
explain it
Doe,
to the
who's
guy
in
that's
an
gonna be
Epstein
paying
Jane
more
Doe
for
case at all
cereal
whatsoever.
or
The fact that one has
vegetables
existed and
or
then
whatever.
dissolved because Epstein
Well,
was dead.
at least he's not
I mean,
sugarcoating it.
kind of speaks for
He's
itself.
telling us straight. He's voting with his wallet.
Anon.
But
A.
I think these people are
Anon.
forgetting that economies under Democrats consistently grow,
Yes.
where economies
And a
under
Democratic
Republicans
state
consistently stroke. It's cool. The
makes
midterms
money.
are coming up.
Oh.
Any of you guys going to vote for
Even
Republicans?
with their welfare shit, even with their stupidity.
None of you
guys
think
gonna
he's made a
vote
good
Republican
case.
next term? They're saying there's only going to be one party, though, so you might not like what you get to vote for next time, buddy. And voting might not be a true quote-unquote choice the next time around, buddy. You fucking morons. So anyways, here. Oh, speaking of, looks like we have a new hit single by Mr. Newberger here. And I don't want to
Good
listen to it.
night and so long to Medicaid.
Okay.
Trump's government says it won't.
I'm gonna pee during this, but this is funny. Okay. I'll turn my phone on and piss real quick.
It had a good run by the Fed and the states, but thanks to Trump, now it's done. Tens of millions of people uncovered, not great. Low-income families, kids disabled and aged, have no health insurance, especially in states where Obamacare never did run. Well, Medicaid is undone. That's right, Trump says Medicaid is undone. That's right, Trump says Medicaid is undone. Medicaid is undone. So now emergency rooms will buckle from crowds. Hospital visits are unallowed. Rural health centers are disavowed. This all sounds really unfun. We'll see spikes in illness that's preventable. Cancer, diabetes, it's lamentable. And maternal care where ERs are full. This benefits no one. Baby, Medicaid is undone. Congress can say Medicaid is undone. Medicaid is undone. Almost half of all births in the US of A were currently covered by Medicaid, as well as autistic kids and those with delay. All are vulnerable ones, saying Medicaid is undone. Whoa, 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 whoa. Medicaid is undone. Medicaid is undone. Medicaid is undone.
Great, fantastic. You have too much time on that.
Medicaid is undone.
So do I. I really enjoy that, Mr. Newberg. I really enjoy that. Thank you, government-sponsored content. Thank you. We are going to now watch some news clips. That's right, folks. We have news clips stacked up for you, only you. You know why? Because you're special. That's why. You're special like me. And you deserve special things. Okay? That's right. That's right. So now we're going to cast a spell to really get that special going. Okay? We're going to cast a spell. Just bear with me for a second. Okay? We're going to... All right? Now, I'm feeling it. We're going to try and correct the balance here. We're going to try and fix things. Okay? Oh. People ask me, what language are you speaking when you cast spells? It's AI tongue, bro. You don't know AI tongue? You don't know fucking the cursed language? The fuck are you? Okay? The fuck are you, dude? I grew up learning the cursed language. The algorithm is built within. Over years, over time, a stone is whittled to a perfect statuette. A design of one's own curves. Thank you. Thank you. Så files från kusre katsra kusra tisa tar det. It's working. Stora katsra dekar thröstet där kare förlost. Shit. There. Fuck, it worked, dude. What? Dude, yes! I was worried about that this morning. I was like, oh, the colors are off, dude. How am I going to fix this? So I channeled a little bit there. I think that might tire me out, but we're okay now. Okay. Good shit. All right, we're back. Whew, that was difficult, dude. It's a lot of effort being trapped in that shit. Like, you can kind of feel it. You can feel, like, the pull, right? It's hard to describe, so I'm just going to continue with the show now. So now we have the news portion of the show. I'm going to sit here and cough and get high, and we're going to go over the tragedies of the day or two, and we're going to move on like they're not tragedies, and that's it. That's just modern America, baby. You say some shit burns, some shit crashes. I say shit been fucking ashes since that bitch done been the fuck in there. So let's go.
This morning, we are learning more about the tragic tour helicopter crash that happened in the Hudson River near New Jersey yesterday.
Yep,
6
y'all know
people,
about that.
the pilot, and a family of tourists died.
There you
Investigators from the National Transportation Safety Board arrived on the scene overnight, and we expect to hear from them later today. CBS News' Jared Hill has more on the crash, and we do want to warn you that some of these images in this report may be disturbing.
I mean,
video shows a helicopter tumble out of the sky, then plunge into the Hudson River Thursday. All 6 people on board, including a family of 5 with 3 children, killed.
Yeah.
Our hearts go out to the family of those who were on board.
Witnesses say they saw the tourist chopper break apart midair just seconds before the crash.
Fucking crazy.
The propeller just exploded. And scattered, right?
Yeah.
And then after that, we saw the plane was just spiraling down.
According to the NYPD, flight tracking data shows the Bell 206 aircraft was being used by the tour company New York Helicopter. It took off from downtown Manhattan just before 3 p.m. and was in the air for less than 20 minutes.
Yeah.
We are devastated. The head of New York Helicopter says they leased the chopper from a company based in Louisiana. He declined to discuss its inspection record.
We follow all the rules and more.
Authorities say 4 bodies were pulled out of the water. Another 2 people were taken to the hospital where they were later pronounced dead.
Right.
The NYPD is saying that the passengers on this helicopter were a family visiting New York from Spain.
CBS News New York has learned the victims were Augustin Escobar, an executive with the technology company Siemens, his wife, and their 3 children.
That's very sad to hear that people coming from vacation and then they end up this way.
The National Transportation Safety Board and the FAA are now investigating. Jared Hill, CBS News.
See you later, CEO. Sorry about the family,
continue
bro.
to pour in over
That's kind of shitty. So I wanted to see the fucking awesome, like, here. Helicopter, dead. Okay, we'll just put that in. Just put that in. I want to see the erratic movements that the helicopter takes.
At this hour, we're going to show you the
before it crashed. So that's
there
it. I mean,
along the Hudson River
here
in
at like 1 billion miles an hour and fucking. That's it. It's like some movie shit. Just like, tick, 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 pah, and then you're fucking dead. And 2 like almost made it out, but not quite. They died too. They're all dead. They're all dead. Can I get the full footage? Warning, viewer discretion is advised. That was at the top of this. Is this it? Right here? No. That's just it in slow motion. So yeah, upside down and shit.
Gosh.
Brutal. Meow. That's just the Debris, bro. That's just the Debris. I'm trying to see there's one where it just gets really skanky. Like, what's that? We have some like dead body footage here. That's that, dude. No.
She heard a loud sound, and you see that.
That's rough. So let's see. I want to see the fucking erratic movements, dude. The scariest part is how the fucking helicopter, like, tried to regain control. I really want to fucking see that. It was awesome, but not. I don't want to see only that. I want to see, like, the crazy movements, dude. Go on. Crazy movements. Helicopter dead, movements, right? Yeah, crazy movements, dude. Tried to pull up. Can I get, like, that moment, bro? Can I get that shit? Can I get that hot shit? Now, Fox is good with that footage, right? Fox, they hold out, though. They use it at the end. No? Come on, guys. I need that fucking burst, dude. I want a fucking nut. Give me my fucking shit, dude. Give me my nut. Give me my nut. Give me my footage nut, bro. I want to see that shit peel up and then fucking... It didn't work.
To the New Jersey side of the river, near a ventilation tower for the Holland Tunnel.
What's that?
Close to the New...
Sadly, all 6 victims.
It happened close to the New Jersey side of the river, near a ventilation tower for the Holland Tunnel. The NYPD sending divers into the water at the crack.
In here, the tunnel where they get some
the exact circumstances of in midair
from the tunnel.
Both the FAA,
bro. They get some backdraft from the tunnel. Can I get the fucking goddamn? I can't. They're not gonna show me the fucking angle on that bitch. Can I just look in my history? That's a good one. Let's go into history. Let's see what you done watched yesterday. About your croc? Did you watch some croc? That's a crock of shit, you dumb fuck. This is way too long ago. Okay. Right? And then it was like yesterday night. Like, where's my death? Where's my death and destruction? In this economy? Yes. Okay, that was the boat, right? We watched some Chemical Brothers. That was like the end of the day. And then I watched like nothing. I watched Dead. I watched The Fatties. Oh, here we go. And here are my possible... One of these has the footage I'm looking for. I'm pretty sure. Okay. Ba-na-na-na,
What's the tempo? 180.
Cheers, folks.
Oh dear.
Okay.
This is easy.
Okay, hold on. 3, 2. He's grooving on it. It's AI. You see how her hair is moving? You see how her hair is moving? You can tell that it's definitely not AI. So, yeah, as somebody with long hair, I know how long hair moves when you're lightly talking. It's not that much, and it's certainly not just exclusively from down here. Oh, yes, that's a great idea. That's a great idea, I think. yeah. Okay. I'm AI. Oh my god. Thank you, Cara Comparetto. One of the greatest things on here. She's got some shit happening. Premieres in 24 hours. She's gonna be jamming out some fucking Metroid, dude. Like, fuck yes. Like, yes. So anyway, I don't know how more people aren't fucking
stylus.
Absolutely excited about that. I hear you saying things. That's cool. Hi, how's it going? You could just say like Discord at that point or something. Hi, how's it going? That's great.
Well, she won part flying away
so here we go.
And at a higher altitude than the body of the chopper as it
footage.
goes almost straight in, as one person described it.
We're looking at helicopter death footage.
The helicopter crash in the Hudson.
So, hi, how's it going? Great. I don't know, yeah, I mean, it's still better from what I looked up, so.
Right around Soho, across the Hudson River.
No, hold on. Oh, is this it?
Dipped up and down. You can see the tail going. According to witnesses, pieces of the helicopter falling into the Hudson River before it just plops into the water in what is no doubt number, as well as activity coming out as well. We saw these stretchers,
we will
which tells
find it.
And still, tourist now is the
about breaking news and top.
Helicopter crashed into the Hudson River. One witness to this saw the helicopter heading towards New Jersey. I don't know what happened to the tail, but flying erratically.
Yeah, here we go.
What the hell?
Jesus fuck, dude.
Flying erratic. Gone.
Okay, where is this anyway?
Flying.
Footage has emerged online showing the helicopter flying erratically just before the crash. It has been reported that there were at least 2 adults, blah blah blah, flying erratically.
Flying erratically. What the hell?
Yeah,
erratically.
Here. Let me like blow this up for you. Okay. Watch it. Watch it. I know it's really tiny. Okay? Watch it.
What the hell?
What? Isn't that crazy?
I mean, yeah, that... And it's still got the spinny things, you know? I'm not a helicopter expert here.
So... Yeah, I'm not a helicopter expert, but when your little top part flies off, that's not a good thing.
I mean, yeah, that... And it's still got the spinny things, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not a helicopter expert.
Up until about 2 seconds later, and then it ain't got no
Yeah, look at the...
And then they are gone, dude. So one wonders if this ventilation for the tunnel had some shit.
The crazy thing is, it doesn't have the spinny thing at the end.
What are they over?
Gone!
like
Flying
we can see it
erratically.
right there in the back, even. That squarish thing right there, right? No?
What the hell?
No. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that... And it's still got the spinny things, you know? I'm not a helicopter.
Why didn't the footage continue from just there and that? Anyways. Okay, great. Hudson River is still spinning. So just flew right off. That's crazy, isn't it? There's a new development, something, but it's so large we just can't tell. Let me make my shit normal sized. Okay, here we go. Great. Oh, let me actually check the Discord just in case, like, I said something snarkly and you did say something there. So let me just check it real quick. Okay. Oh. Deleted user. We're excited to announce the talk about our LA server. Oh, that's so cool. Great. Wow. Close Close that bullshit. The revolution. Ethan.
Go be a revolutionary. Stop sitting there like a fucking bitch waiting for someone else to start it. Go.
Thank you, Ethan. Oh, no. Oh, shh. Me. Shh. Be quiet. Yes. Be quiet, me. As people are used to saying to me, be quiet. Be quiet. Okay.
Now to new developments out of Stanford. 10 months.
Why is everything we're listeing to so fucking quiet today?
Barricaded themselves
Damn it.
in the Stanford president's office.
Okay, so 12 Stanford pro-Palestinian protesters caught some felonies, okay?
Santa Clara County District Attorney
has
charged 12 people with felony vandalism and felon conspiracy to trespass.
ABC 7 News reporter Zach Fuentes is live with the
So there you
punishment
go.
that these protesters are now facing. Zach?
Yeah, those
I'm gonna punch
protesters
this
are
volume up so you
accused
can
of causing
punch him,
hundreds
so
of thousands
sorry
of
about
dollars
that.
worth of damage to Stanford's Building 10. And the DA's investigation into it also revealed new details into how they say those protesters organized the building occupation.
Dissent is American. Vandalism is criminal.
12 people, at least 8 of them current Stanford University students, have been
That's the
charged
point.
with felony vandalism
So,
and felony conspiracy to
This is
trespass
Gaza
by
shit.
Santa
It's
Clara
always
County
this Gaza
DA
shit.
broke windows,
And this is where
furniture,
I am
disabled
anti that
were
shit.
absolute
So sorry.
bars, a window punch,
keep your own
angle
fucking
grinders, and other equipment.
abuses
They'd
and
shared
destruction
operational
to your own
plan.
fucking
Rosen said
shithole.
the 12 had crowbars, a window punch, angle grinders, and other equipment. They'd shared a do-it-yourself occupation guide, which
Okay.
showed how to use the tools to break into a building. The Foundation for Individual Rights and
There
Expression
you go.
said
So that's
it's
like
worked
just,
hard.
it's illegal shit. It's illegal shit. So we got to be done with this. No more tent cities full of fucking people spray painting on our buildings, free Palestine and shit. This is college campuses. Fuck
Lawful
right off.
conduct.
And if there's people who are immigrants and shit, we will send you the fuck back home. And if you're watching my channel and you don't think that I'm like against that, you think I'm pro like vandalism and all this other shit, I'm not. So, oof. That's rough, isn't it? I'm pro art. I'm pro protest. But my vandalism is through my art, okay? If you want to actually have a voice and speak for something that's right, it's done in different ways more effectively, you know? So, yeah. I don't know. I mean, you can't do that shit.
Rosen
So
said today that he would rather
that's it.
see
You can't
them
do that shit. 1. Now 2, you can't
A
do
dozen
that
students
shit,
are facing
okay?
felony charges
Yep,
now for
felony
their
charges.
felony
That's right.
charges against
Felony
12
charges. Fuck
in
off.
June.
Free
Felony
speech is
charges.
American.
See all that? See that
It's
shit?
president's
See this?
office.
You see all this? We can't be doing this. This is, you're going there to learn. Or you're not. And if you're not, and you have a student visa, then you can go back home. Because you're supposed to be there to learn, but you're not. So we're done here. Okay? With your angle grinders and your fucking this and thaters and shit. So you're like literally just doing illegal shit. So, okay? That's it. Coming over here. Yep. Doing illegal shit. I think we're good. We're good.
It is now just a few minutes past the deadline.
On that note, there is now a deadline for the government to provide evidence for the Mahmoud dude. So let's see what's happening with that.
For the federal government to
Because in the meantime, our law has not found a reasonable reason to keep this guy. These, felony new folk, they have some obvious shit behind them, don't they? I mean, we don't know each one of the 12 what each one has done, but we can, they spray painted some shit. They had that shit to break into shit, and they were part of a group and this and that. So was this guy part of one of those groups? What happened? Do we have any proof for him? What is American law? What is student visa law? What is any of this law? I don't even know if that guy was a student visa. I think that was like something else. I don't know what his thing was. But anyway, that's not important. The part that's important is what the fuck we're doing about it. So
provide evidence supporting its efforts to deport student activist Mahmoud Khalil. This deadline was imposed yesterday by a judge in Louisiana.
You see all those tents and shit? Are you fucking kidding me? You're not supposed to be sleeping on our goddamn college campuses like this. This is not what this is meant for. So be done, leave, go home, fuck off. I'm done with this bums and tent cities. I'm done with this shit. I'm very much done with bums and tent cities. Y'all all need to move off and fuck off. The bums and tent cities are just as bad when it comes to terrorists, or whatever the fuck we're defining these folk as the people in the middle of major cities who are just sitting there in their tent cities doing meth and heroin and shit and waiting for their propane tanks to explode and cause little fires and shit. This is the same stupid shit as that is. You're the same equivalent of a bunch of meth heads in tents downtown taking up a small portion of the park. And the cops don't know what to do about y'all. So, it's the same shit. Fuck off. All of this, fuck off. All of this needs to fuck off. Everybody go back home. And if your home is not down the street, you know, if your home is not in your RV, if your home is not fucking, you know, Indiana or some shit, if your home is overseas, get the fuck back home. And that's kind of the point. And it's kind of where I cross my line. So I'm not a fascist. I just think if you're here to fuck with my institutions and fuck with my, you know, country, how it works, etc., illegally, if you're here to do illegal things and occupy and like, you're doing it at the wrong spots. I would be for things if you were doing it at the right places. But you won't do it there because they'll arrest you and you're fucking pussies. And you don't actually want to do those types of things. It's like somebody said, like, if you are really so anti-government, stop paying your taxes and just see what happens, you know? See what happens if you just stop paying your taxes. If you're so anti-fucking government, okay? Great. These folks, they're not even... Half of these people are those same right-wing Republican meth heads just taking advantage of the situation. That's it. So, they come in all shapes and sizes, folks. They're fucking crazy. And they're lizards, too. They fucking hide their skin. They hide their scales, you know what I mean? They're fucking lizards. I'm SpitDragon. I'll let you know what the fuck a lizard looks like. Isn't that right, Carbuncle? Yeah, little buddy. You're cute. Little fucking translucent bastard. My finger just went right through him. I guess we can't. No. Oh, shit. Oh, I'm getting bunkled. It's a magic place we got here. A lot of magic. So, yeah, this is tent cities and shit. Bye. Goodbye.
Of Khalil's lawyers.
Fuck out of here. Goodbye.
His team argues there's no evidence of the government's claims, including
yeah, do you see all this? It's just like nasty,
Khalil,
just dirty, just fucking a bunch of shit. There's just fucking garbage everywhere. Just fucking what? What is your point? What are you doing here? What is the point of all of your shit, all your water jugs and your crap and your trash? What's the point of any of this shit? Get all your shit off here. This ain't a place to live, dude. There's a fucking front lawn at a goddamn fucking college. Like, be reasonable. Get the fuck out of here. Goodbye.
Led anti-Semitic protests. The judge said she will end the case by Friday if there's not enough evidence.
Okay. So the judge will end the fucking case by Friday if there's not enough evidence. That being said, what are we going to do then? Are we going to bring him back, or are we just going to let him fucking rot somewhere? You're not supposed to be exactly there.
We're following breaking news.
Because we have the guy who got wrongly deported. So we must facilitate his release. So will Mahmoud come back? Or what's going to be the stance there? Is this maybe not deportation, but are they still going to try and like dissolve his green card and shit, or whatever the fuck his situation is? Are they still going to try and backwork that so he can't be here no more? Like, and was that just a stall tactic to begin with to see what they could do in the meantime? You know, because Trump's all about like, just float the crime, just float it. It's not actually real, but just float it, see what happens. Float the crime, see what happens. Oh, it didn't have much air, did it? Well, better deflate that little crime real quick. So that's what we're dealing with this president. It's like seeing what he can get away with in terms of illegal shit, crime shit. It's just crime shit. He's spoken all the crime things. So when I get on new, like, you know, Kick or Twitch or whatever, I poke around at the staff with what I can't do. He's kind of doing that with America, but like with the illegalities, you know? Fantastic. So
overnight tied to the Trump administration's immigration crackdown.
So extraordinary error.
The dad dude.
Except he was in fact deported, and the government went into court and said that was an error, but now is saying, oh no, he's a part of M13, which is this, not saying to the government yet.
But he's not.
It's just saying
and they haven't been able to prove that he is.
Exactly, but it appears to be unanimous.
Which essentially means, again, the attorneys are saying it's a win, but the Trump administration...
So is it one guy out of all these was it oopsie? And they want to refuse the oopsie. They said, oh, we didn't make no oopsie. Just admit that you made an oopsie and bring the one guy back, you know? Maybe there's more than one, but, you know, we're in sensationalism mode, so we're just kind of clipping as we go along. I get it, but I also don't get it. And this is stupid. This entire picture and shit, this is all dumb. But, you know, if that's an airplane, is that an airplane? It's a big concrete airplane? Cool. So anyways, we're going to move forward with the show now, okay? That was the news portion. Shit's happening with immigration shit and all that other dumb shit and stuff and garbage, okay? And it's, as described, it's dumb, stupid shit and garbage, and none of us are very comfortable with a lot of the outcomes, and it just is what it is. And especially as a Democratic voter, etc., leftist, fucking libtard, whatever the fuck you want to call me, it's difficult having to cope with these things happening in my country. But at the same time, it's not when, you know, you consider these other factors. So yeah. 30th anniversary of the Oklahoma City bombing. Great. So anyways, 9/11. Anyways, we're going to move on from, you know, Columbine. We're going to move on from the news portions here. What's the next word that people will be saying? Not January 6th, not October 7th. What's the next word that people are going to be saying? Is it just going to be a date? Because those are really boring. Can we give it a name? I like those. Those are more fun. Columbine, really fun, you know? Big, long trench coats. There's a bunch of, like, video game lore behind the shit. So fascinating. A lot of these other ones are just kind of boring, little boring manifestos and shit. There's not much planning. There's not much, like, camaraderie. It's just kind of singular attempts at insanity. It sucks. Yeah, modern school shooters really lack any kind of flavor, honestly. They all suck. I'm not saying you should do it or do it better. I'm saying that it's amazing that people haven't burned down Hitler's childhood home yet in a moment of actual protest. Like, you're protesting things left or right. Even if you're pro-Nazi, you could burn down Hitler's childhood home and make a large message for or against whatever the fuck. Like, that's a strong movement. But, you know, you guys are dumb. So you don't know how to do the big, strong, good moves, good games. You're just fucking morons. So, ineffective fucking morons. So I'd rather sit there and goat. And scream at people and deep throat your microphones. So, whatever. I'm going to now continue the show. Okay, you ready? Okay. I warned you. I warned you. Okay. It's nothing. Infinite Riz. Okay, what is this?
Hello, everyone. This is your daily dose of internet.
Cat, is he gonna paw you in the face or something? Yeah. Okay.
Watch me toss this toy at my son.
It's gonna get big and he's gonna go like, okay. Alright, he's gonna fall. He didn't fall.
Oxi, cadê o cabelo do menino?
Balding at 22. Hold on. Oh my god. This one? Oh! Is she getting like stitches then? Because like, hold on. Did her face hit this big fucking? Oh, you can see it. Do you see the moment of impact? Oh my god. All right. So if we hear a clap after this, it's because her head is hitting the thing. All right, you ready? Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. Just put his butt right in my face, too. This is bullshit, though.
Do you have to?
No, that's some Euro trash shit, right? Like, you wouldn't believe this. We put $1 on the floor and made people chase it.
Nope.
No.
They tried to slap each other without spitting out their water. This Amazon guy delivered a package and then immediately ran it over.
What? That's rough, dude. I don't know why you guys be like this.
Her husband wasn't too happy that she was trying to feed the cat.
She licks her own butthole. She licks her own butthole.
Yeah, like I'm kind of on that too. Like I don't know, the cats, they got dirty everything. Fuck that.
I have never seen a knife this sharp before.
I know dogs and oh. Shut the fuck.
He was trying to put this fish that he caught back into the water.
Okay, I can see that. Really sharp though. Is it like half-hearted? I throw it in a little better than that. Oh no! Oh no! It's like the worst thing that could happen.
I have never been so invested in a vending machine scenario like this.
Okay.
No, no, no.
What? Not even one extra, dude. 3? Okay, okay.
Sadie?
I don't know. I don't know.
High five.
I don't know if I'm impressed by that.
No.
This window washer used water pressure to get himself back out of the building.
Fuck this, dude. Wow.
She discovered a really smart way to get that little bit of extra ketchup.
They have nothing better to do in Russia, I'm telling you. Like, nothing better to fucking do. Nothing better to do in Russia, okay? Nothing better to do. Okay. His fucking shoe came off, yeah.
She discovered a really smart way to get that little bit of extra ketchup.
What? You put it upside down, you whack it.
I like to use physics to get all my sauce. I give you centripetal motion.
Shut up. That's how I do my bread, okay?
Make sure your cap's on.
It's actually been looking pretty good.
You just go like this a couple times. You're crazy.
They put Apple Vision goggles on a robot to see what would happen.
Oh. Dude. You're killing it. It's seizures. It's seizures. If you put AI on an AI, it's seizures. Jesus. Oh, whoa.
This goat really launched her own child.
Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Oh.
It cost me maybe
You
like...
got her on a rope.
This raccoon was saved from drowning in the sewer.
Oh, let him out. Get him out of there. Oh, poor little guy. Yeah, he's probably a little fucked up, but yeah, let him. Yeah, there you go, little buddy. What? Shut the fuck up.
What? I can't decide if this is a really smart or really...
No time. Shut up. Okay, so it's 2 Oreos, okay? Yeah.
What? I can't decide if this is a really smart or really dumb elephant tattoo.
It's great. I like it. You pinch here, it's an elephant.
This restaurant gives you a discount if you're skinny.
Oh, can you do 10? Hold on, he's doing it. Oh no, he's gonna my gosh.
What if he gets
Oh.
What?
You should give
Oh. What in the fuck is that anyway? Oh.
I can't tell if he did this on purpose or not.
He saw the camera, so. Yes. The worm? Shut up.
Ready?
It's like there's always one fucking kid while graduating who does some kind of worm-esque dance. So, yeah, yes. Worming.
What even achieved?
The athletic What? That's great, dude. All right. Yes. This is not staged. This is how balls work, dude. You slip on one of these, you're fucked. You're fucked.
Leave the chief.
Okay. Dude. What a series. Wow. What the fuck?
Hello. I need directions here. Yes. Calderas, is it this way? This way? Oh, that way. Okay. Thank you very much.
He wanted to see what was hiding under the bridge.
Okay. Grab up. Yeah,
This dog somehow forgot how to jump. So this is kind of insane. This guy tried to use a video of an AI-generated person to defend his case in court.
Oh wow!
We will hear
it's
that
even on
video
fucking
now.
daily, dude.
May it please the court.
Wow!
I come here today a humble pro se
All right.
before a panel of 5 distinguished justices.
Is this? Hold on. Is that counsel for the case? So if you are able to,
It's even on daily.
shut that off.
Shut
The
that
seal
off.
started spinning out
She
of
was
control.
fucking pissed, dude. Yes. He's okay. So people are like, oh, blah, blah. I can only think like stressed because is trapped in an environment that wants out of. So spin away, dead, dying, deading, dying. He's crazy. He doesn't know what else to do now.
The snake was ready to strike.
Yeah. That snake will kill you. Like 1,000% you're gonna
I walk
die,
in
dude.
here. Oh, what's
Yeah.
that, eh? Who did that? Who did that? Do you know?
Their cat had to go to the vet to get iodine therapy, and as a result, they became very radioactive.
Oh yeah, the radioactive cats shit. That's a thing. Yeah. Brrr. Rub. Okay, this guy's gonna get wet, right? Yeah. Oh yeah.
You never know what might be lurking in the night.
Like entirely. Okay, where? Top left, top bottom left. Oh. Oh, there's another cat over there too. It's just a cat, dude.
You never know what might be lurking in the night.
Scared him that much. It's a cat, dude. It's just a cat. What the fuck?
All right, technically I should be concentrating on work right now, but I want to show you this is an HP or a high precipitation supercell.
Oh, come
We should
on.
have the sirens going here right now. Insane lightning, but look
Insane lightning. Oh! Oh. What the fuck?
Yeah, look at that tire. Oh my god.
Oh!
I was...
Okay, now first of all... Yeah, I feel like that was a slow gate letdown. Okay, the tire. Look at that tire.
Oh my god.
And now they're gonna die.
I was just in the Everglades
nobody
in
was
Florida,
hurt. It's
and I
at the
wanted to
bottom
show
right.
off this really cool landscape video that I took. That is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed.
That's not... Okay. I mean, it's not the coolest. It's some of the most boring shit I've ever seen, but, you know, okay. I mean, there's more boringest shit I've ever seen. I mean, if you've ever been to, you know, the Dakotas or any of the flatlands or the badlands, they ever been out there, it's real flat. It's real boring. The flatlands. You might as well call it the flatlands out there. It's real boring. Oh shit, what's this? Oh boy. My shit's not even wide enough to truly encompass this video's breadth. Yeah, I'm not gonna adjust my shit either. It's much wider than this though. This is very wide. There's like an extra 1.5 feet on the right side of that window. There's like an extra, like that much to the side that we're not seeing for no fucking reason. It's beautiful. Who do you think's gonna win, the knight or the gladiator? My money is on the... I always pick the guy who's more red, so we'll go with him. We'll go with Gladiator, okay? Though I don't know. I mean, he's scrappy. Can the fighter win versus the soldier? You know what I mean? Ooh. Fighter's getting in there. I don't know. I feel like the armor definitely would have the advantage here. And that Mr. Gladiator would have died a few times over at this point. But okay, Gladiator won. Shit, yeah, bro. He tackled him out. Oh, goddamn fucking sponsored content. There's a new government TV show, that's right. Christy Gnome, the police ice bitch. Yep. These songs are fucking... I hate AI music. I hate typical AI music, okay? The lies of the gnome are upon you. Okay, I'm gonna smoke a little bit more. Let's jam out to this fucking... Yeehaw! Woohoo! I said that car, Chris Gnome. Oh, she's shooting at doggies. Oh! She's really wedging her foot in there. Oh yeah, she like that Trump though. They're getting in there. They like that Loomer too. He's got a nice harem of women. He does. He's got a notebook full of women. Oh yeah. No more upon you. It's all about you. Make it dope on your trail. On my way to mail. And expect me to totally cut me a line. Whether ice agents or cops, a new outfit will drop. And my makeup will always look divine. As I'm upon you. And God's I'm gonna pose. It's all about you. That's how you win over Megadoo. And that's how you win over Megadoo. That's nice, that little skirt thing. Yeah, get him! Tiger! Sting the tiger! Sting! Fucking gnome!
I really hate that sad loser, Mr. Newberger.
Mr. Gnome Burger making some fucking Christie content. Are we just gonna keep pushing you back? No, we're just gonna check this one out. So this is one of two, though. He's saying 2 liters. We're gonna do one of 2. There's some Gatorade. We're gonna get that first sip.
You know, it has that Gatorade taste. Let's try it. See what it's all about.
This is Electric Flash. Electric Flash. Okay, here we go. We're dumping it. We're dumping it.
Let's do this right.
Now, this is a smaller boot, and this is, as you can see, compared to his hand size. And it's not a very spicy drink, so we're gonna go real short at like 13 seconds, 13.2.
Fill it all the way up.
Let's fucking swazz this shit.
Well, folks.
Oh, he's got some cubes in there. We're going back to 14. They slow down the lip chuck, you know.
Right here. In its
So 14
glory.
seconds.
The
Ooh, 16.8. 16 point.
Well, Gatorade is world famous. This is the brand.
The cubes really throw it off. You never know. The cubes really throw it
Electric
off.
Flash. Man, it looks like a little bit of cucumber lime with a little bit of mango put into it, but no matter what it looks like, we about to chuck it because it's brand new. So
13.2.
if you're ready,
let's go.
Let's switch sides. Okay?
13.2, 13.2, 13.2, 13.2.
Under the cover
Come on,
of
buddy.
darkness, we're ready too. This right here is Electric Flash, brand new Gatorade, cucumber
13.2,
lime,
let's go.
mango. You pick your fruit, but we're chugging it now. 3, 2, 1. Enough talk. Oh, let's get it.
Let's go. 13.2, what you gonna do? You gonna chug that shit fast as fuck. Look at it. Going down the fucking gillet. Gotta go. Fucking gonna fucking get it. 13. Oh, 14, 15. Damn. I was 2 stacks off. That's too bad. Those cubes really throw it off, dude. I'm telling you.
That was cold. Oh.
That's rough.
If you like cucumber lime, you will love it. That's the end of this stuff, Chug. It ain't that much more to it. Yo, appreciate all who watch over the years.
I broke it.
And yo, tomorrow,
We're
broke
going
it,
to
I broke it.
Popeyes to see
We're to
if that
Popeyes.
pickle lemonade is a myth
Oh, that's
or
right.
not. Until then,
The
stay
pickle
tuned.
stuff. Oh,
and
we
stay
fixed it. There we
frosty.
go.
Oh,
I mean, we broke it again. I mean,
Chugging the world.
I mean, this magic is really out of control. You know what I mean? Thank you, Chugs.
Bad Days Chugs is back.
We're gonna go fucking extreme on this. This is fucking Swiss, dude. Maybe a little darker on that. No, if I get rid of these, it gets rid of the effect that I'm going for. So we're not gonna do that. And then the opacity needs to be real light. I'm breaking the myth.
Don't touch that mouse, folks. It's your boy, Badlands
I'm gonna put it right there.
And I am on Cameo, okay? You need a personalized shout out, maybe a happy birthday, maybe a happy anniversary, congratulations
light?
on the new job, the wedding, anything at all.
This is good
And
though.
do you
For
need it with a chug of your choice? You let me know what you want
there we
me to do.
go. Oh yeah. Oh, that's nice.
And I'll
dude.
do it for you. 24-hour delivery is available.
I like this.
And if you want me to promote your business,
We're doing that. I mean, the fire is that pattern now for some reason. I cannot control it. Okay, thank you, Chugs.
Imagine being denied a job in your own country because of your color of your skin, and then they call it a positive discrimination. The UK doesn't have to imagine. So the Council of Karens, this is another one of their greatest hits.
Okay.
Police force blocks white applicants to boost diversity. And let's see here, Yorkshire Police is currently preventing white British. Let's go ahead and find out. And West Yorkshire Police is currently preventing white British applicants from applying for jobs as recruits to its police constable interview programs. However, underrepresented groups can lodge their applications early. The process has raised concerns that white British candidates are being unfairly treated, amounting to a form of positive discrimination that could be potentially unlawful. YTP, the fourth largest force in the country, employs 19 diversity DEI staff, many of them serving police officers at a cost of just over $1 million a year. A report earlier this month suggested it spends more money on DEI than any other force. Man, why am I not surprised?
But this is
my
Europe.
God. So this was yesterday?
Why would you be surprised? Isn't Europe the place that judges us for being woke or whatever, when they have the same issues, they have the same exact fucking stupid left and right bullshit over there? Oh, okay. That's another portion of what's been leaching over here is the European divisiveness or whatever, the extremist based on regional or whatever the fuck. That's like their thing. That's the neighborhood disputes and shit. That's their thing. But we've been doing that a lot lately here too. It's whatever.
Actually, within the police force, it's only something like
9%. Yeah, 9% of officers are from an ethnic minority.
Because of that.
So it's like, what I mean by that, like white on white crime and shit. Like whites don't get along with whites in certain situations, and they do in others and shit. The diversity, weird diversity, where like you might not agree with them, you know. Yeah, strange things.
Because of that gap. They argue that it's
and then
justified
like,
to do
what am I even talking about? I'm saying that like this isn't gonna fix the fucking problem.
And to attract more people from non-white communities. And I would just go on to say that what they're actually doing here, and again they don't deny this.
Well, they're exercising racist quotas, right? I mean, that's clearly what's happening.
This isn't gonna fix the problem. Fucking America's Air Force isn't a bunch of pussies, like that kind of shit. Like that, I don't believe in these notions. So I don't know what they're even trying to
It's
go
obviously
for here,
what's happening.
really.
How is it?
I mean, I do, but I
so
don't.
obvious.
Is West Yorkshire Police are fast tracking
action under the Equality Act 2010. Our use of this was recently reviewed by his.
That's where I'm like, it's your thing. It's your guys'. You're all wokey, anti-wokey. But you also got like NAMBLA and shit. Y'all are fucked up in the EU, I'm telling you. So
Majesty's Inspectorate of.
I don't know where they get off judging. I don't know they get off trying to act more DEI-like after like sitting there. There's like current day a bunch of Republican fucking wannabes, Euro trash motherfuckers that just walk around on Twitter and shit and just like constantly fucking rail against like, oh, liberals. And it's like, dude, you're not even from this fucking country. Just trying to stir a bunch of shit. Like, these people are assholes. And And yet, even in their own fucking country, they can't handle their own fucking problems. This is like some kind of like, you know, mommy, you know, I need Billy to stop hitting me. Like, there's a lot of that happening. It's like, I can't help you, right? As mommy. And then, like, so you guys get all attacky towards mommy then. You're going to start kicking mommy in the ankle and shit. So, it's unfortunate, you know? But, yeah, I mean, like, we're bigger, badder than you. We're not going to be able to control your stupid little politics either. If you don't like the fact that, like, the world is more inclusive of things, that's too bad. That's just how it is. None of this is going to get fixed by people being more hateful on other side of the fence or denying those based on merit who should have the spots. Right. We can go off the whole merit discussion, but then I just look like a right-winger and a fascist or whatever, so...
Ability, then other people like that will that it's a lie. It's that you have to show that those people are liars, number one, and number two, that they're not the majority.
I don't even know what the fuck he could be talking about at this point. He likes to certainly go off in like Reichstag fucking corners of his brain here.
Just
so,
on a title, House passes a bill.
It's finally happening. House passes a bill that could make...
making it harder for married women to vote.
There you go, ladies. You're gonna lose your fucking rights. So bye.
When they register to vote for the first.
Now, all of our problems in society come down to true groups of people.
True groups, very true groups. The truest of groups. What are those true groups?
Isn't it crazy how no matter what the problem is, it's always from the same place?
True groups. Yeah, Twitter.
What are the fucking odds?
It's always from Twitter. What are the fucking odds? Continue.
Time and every subsequent time they update their registration information.
Let me go back and listen to this again.
In person, when they register to vote for American citizens,
Twitter.
to present proof of their citizenship. In person, when they register to vote for the first time, and every subsequent time they update their registration information. The problem is that 146 million American citizens, about half of U.S. adults, do not have a passport, and 69 million married women do not have a birth certificate that matches their current legal name. For months, voting that matches their current legal and 69 million married women do not have a birth certificate that matches their current legal name. For months, voting rights advocates across the country.
I don't have a birth certificate.
If you can't figure out how to update your name, you're a retard.
I mean, you know, you ask ChatGPT how to fucking...
room and get a job because I'm black. I want to walk in the room and get a job because I'm qualified, because I'm...
Oh, that's good. That's good. Good for you. Did you vote Republican? Okay.
Not ass. And I actually don't think it's ass. Okay. Told it multiple times. And this is what these people always do, is they like invoking old prejudices and old injustices.
Says somebody who refuses trans folk at a certain interval in any of his covering of the content. So, no. Continuing on. Moot point.
Trying to cast a ballot. This is a bill in search of a problem. We have enough trouble.
That people have and discuss are completely based around these weird, contrived worldviews that are initiated by the...
Because he does this
and it's blatant voter suppression. Voter suppression by any other name.
Mr. Speaker,
time has
could I yield
the gentleman from New York?
Yes, sir. I'd like to yield an additional 30
What
seconds.
is the law? How does it affect anything? Blah, blah, blah. I don't want to sit here and parse through his whole fucking... Jesus. Married women don't have a birth certificate matching their married name. Oh. Solution. Also bring your marriage certificate and license. That was easy. Okay. I don't know. You say that, but so it's more down to like the birthright shit. So he's going to be in favor of it for the purposes of, you know, that kind of shit. Birthright citizenship. Nonsense. Why? Oh, because, you know, Aryan flavoring. A little sprinkle of Aryan flavoring. A panache of, you know, a sprinkling. I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying, like, if there's an edgelord type flavor to the inceldom, like, forgive my nose scratching, my massive nose. then there you go. So that inceldom. It's like I talked about like a week ago with the high school kids that walked around and they'd do the goose stepping in the high school classes and hallways and shit, and like they'd get in trouble and they get sent home. But those are the people that came into power, and those are the people that we're watching cover our content, and those are the people who have went to college to become smarmy fuckheads and try to like convince you to join Nazism through discourse and shit. Like it's all that kind of shit. So we're dealing with a lot of intricate levels of just hate and indifference, and a lot of it's just religious based and all that other kind of shit I normally rail against. But that's not the point here. The point here is birthright citizenship type of shit, and it is what it is, and I don't really care. And Asmon doesn't really cover things with the best kind of faith, so I'm just gonna boop.
This week, the Supreme Court issued a ruling indicating that Donald Trump can use emergency powers under the centuries-old Alien Enemies Act to deport people. His administration has indicated it wants to go even further, including sending American citizens to a high-security prison in
Okay, so where does it end?
El Salvador, notorious for human rights abuses. Well-known scholars of fascism like Timothy Snyder and Jason Stanley have fled the country. White ladies are even getting detained at the airport. And the New York Times is publishing articles like...
Oh, she's a Canadian. That's why.
This opinion piece they dropped today with the headline, "We should all be very, very afraid."
She's a Canadian,
if you live in
that's
America
why.
right now and haven't been sucked into the MAGA cult, you likely are feeling a sense of unease, to say the least. Not just...
Yes, so I'm going into the oven for several reasons. Now, on my channel, we regularly talk about the oven and who's going in and at what interval, which people are going in and which ones are next, you know, who's next, which group of people acted up this week. Well, they're going into the oven then, because it'll just make a different sympathy for another one, and you can send them to the oven later for other purposes. And yeah, it's all just rallying for oven warmings. So she has created a tier list of these.
Just because your 401k value is plummeting dramatically in the face of an escalating trade war, but also because it feels like the walls are closing in on more and more people, both our rights and also our physical autonomy and safety. Affairs in order. Have your important documents ready. Call your friend in Canada and see if they have a spare bedroom. You know, make a legitimate, actionable plan to leave. Next, high alert. Begin to consider the possibility that it might be safer for you in a different country, and consider what that might look like for you.
So, like,
Next
if
category,
you're Muslim,
keep your
you know,
eyes peeled.
you're
Your safety
probably
is
in the
not
get the
actively
fuck
under
out
threat.
bin.
There
You're
are
probably
not
right
credible
there,
reports
you
that
know.
you are being targeted for
It's not gonna
jail
be
or
good for you
deportation,
if
but
you
you're
leave
certainly
the country
vulnerable
and try
to
to come
perhaps
back.
a watch list.
So-
And as things escalate, you may want to consider leaving if credible reports
Canada?
start
Well,
surfacing. And
I
then
mean, you
there's
might
the
be
you are
on-
fine. The
yep.
regime wants you here. Even if you don't openly
You know.
support them, keep calm
Or
and
maybe
carry
not.
on
I don't
fighting
know
the good
anymore.
fight. Now, obviously, a few
Elbows up,
huge
you know?
caveats, because I can picture the comments already.
Oh, this is
Obviously,
fun.
this
Thank
stupid
you.
chart I'm making isn't going to take into account every single potential identity of all 330
Yes,
million people here. Everyone's situation is incredibly nuanced, and boiling people down
No,
to
you
a
can
single
do- I love
identifier
it.
is naive
Please,
and paints a
please.
very incomplete
Yes,
picture.
I don't
but
care.
the regime
Blanket
is
statements.
boiling us all down
Please,
to a
please.
few
I
key
saw you
identifiers.
add
So
two of
I'm
them.
using their
I wanted to get
there
to
are some
that
mitigating
point.
factors for or against boiling.
Fuck.
And finally, yes, this is stupid. We
Okay.
live in the stupidest possible
Yes.
timeline. It is infuriating. It is so
Okay,
fucking
I think we have a
stupid.
good
This is all
understanding
stupid.
of what, who,
I'm meeting
why,
the moment with the
and what's
stupidity it
gonna be on
deserves.
there.
But this is what I've been
So-
thinking about for weeks.
Okay.
And I can't stop thinking about it.
Okay.
And creating this little graph has helped actually figure out what's worth taking action on and what's just my brain spiraling in unhelpful and anxiety-driven ways.
Nothing's
This is
worth
stupid,
taking
but
on.
I'm doing it because I also think it's helpful. And then, of course, there's the
Okay.
major question of okay, I'm high up on this list, I want to leave, but how? And I'll get into that at the end because that is also a thing I've been spiraling about. So I've done a lot of research. Great. With those ground rules in place, let's do this. We're going to start with the highest tier first. Coming in at the top, the get the fuck out category, we have undocumented folks, and whether or not you're here legally, immigrants from countries where people
That's
are
right.
mostly brown and or mostly not Christian. The
Like I
quote-unquote
said.
global South, if you
Yep.
will. If
If
you
you
are
wanna keep
here
it
in the
above
US,
that even
and you
more
don't have
so,
proper documentation
fine.
to show that you're allowed to be here, there is an active and proven threat against you. Whether or not you're a contributing member of society, whether or not you've
question
ever
is-
committed a crime,
The question is, it comes down to Kanye and Ben Shapiro, okay? It comes down to Kanye and Ben Shapiro. And which one gets thrown into the oven first And the old white man is always at the end of the rainbow, no matter what. He will be, because he is all of the billionaires. The old white man is at the top. So, you know, Trump is the one that doesn't get thrown into the oven ever in this scenario. He's the oveneer, the judge. You know, he's above the thing. The oveneer, get over here, he says, as he throws another one into the oven. So, you know, you got your blanks are going to all be flicked off real fucking easy. This is her GTFOs. Those are all going to be instantly burned up. Those are what we're starting these ovens on. Those are what everybody cheers to fucking burn for. Burn them. Why not? Step 2. The more sensitive clicks. The who is with us's and who is against us's. But then we'll eventually get down to like the gays, the trans, the lesbians, the druggies, I'm not saying that Romanji people are the G word, but I'm going to say gypsies, okay? And I'm going to use it as a reference to like dirty, beaten people, just in shit, shambles, homeless, maybe not necessarily druggies, just kind of like, you know, rambling, shambling fucking leeches on entireties of everything. Maybe even like RV folk. These can be dry as fuck, like southern white folk who just travel around and murder on behalf of Trump or whatever. These can be so many things. So eventually they get sent into the ovens too, though. Like even the hicks in this scenario, if you will, the rednecks, they're gypsies, hicks, rednecks. Like can we group them? The Appalachian folks, like the backwoods motherfuckers, like these are the American G words, okay? It ain't got shit to do with y'all. So no offense, and I'm not even talking about you. I'm talking about us. Thank you. So our folks go into our ovens, okay? We're not outwardly burning other countries up. We're not attacking other countries in this scenario. We're handling our own within our own borders. We're just chucking them in one at a time, or chucking them out rather through deportation. But this is the thing we're doing, where they go into the oven, is deportation. Great. So yeah, I mean, anybody who's protesting on college campuses,
whether or not you have any credible gang affiliation, honestly, no matter what country you're from originally. My sources, frankly, too many to name. But the Supreme Court decision this week in the case involving Venezuelan migrants who were spirited away to an El Salvador prison without proof or due process shed some light on that threat. Trump relied on his alleged powers under the Alien Enemies Act to deport the immigrants in question, saying that this was an emergency, there's an invasion at the border, cartels and Mexican gangs are terrorist organizations, these people are terrorists, and by the power vested in me by this emergency situation, I'm going to deport them without any notice or a chance to be heard by a judge. And the lower court blocked that, meaning the judge said, no, there's a chance you actually don't have that authority. Turn those planes around. And they didn't turn the planes around, but the government also then appealed that judge's decision, and the Supreme Court weighed in and said, no, actually, lower court judge, you are wrong. Trump does have this authority. Because remember what I always say, the Supreme Court has a long history of giving incredible leeway when national security and emergency powers are invoked. Most famously in their Korematsu decision, where they decided that concentration camps filled with Japanese Americans on U.S. soil were A-OK. In fact, Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson mentioned Korematsu by name in her dissent, saying the court was wrong then, just as it is wrong now.
I believe we
that
had
being
some
said,
of those
the Supreme
even
Court
in the
did
Midwest
confirm
and
that
shit,
these
too.
detainees
It's a
do in
shameful
fact
time.
deserve due process, to be notified of their pending deportation and to have an opportunity to be heard in court before they are deported. That's little comfort to the people already sent to that prison in El Salvador. The government is arguing that the U.S.
I'll be
now has
making
zero
a
jurisdiction to do anything
dinner,
to right
and
those
then I'll
wrongs,
take the
but it means
opportunity to
anyone currently
clean
being detained should,
instead a
at least
little
in theory,
bit.
be
So-
given due process
Okay.
rights. So the Supreme
Okay.
Court confirmed
Yes,
what should
go
be
out for
obvious,
lunch
but unfortunately
and
bears
enjoy
stating
it.
plainly,
I
due
think you can
process
hear me.
does still exist, at least in theory. However, immigration court is not criminal court, and you are not guaranteed a lawyer. And the Supreme Court said that the way a person should contest their detention is through a habeas corpus petition. This petition is filed in court against the entity holding you against your will, and it's meant to prove
really
that your
going
rights are
here.
being violated by your detention. You can file a habeas petition
Yeah, I
on
can
your
hear
own
you.
behalf,
Okay, cool.
but you're going to
Thank
be a
you.
hell of a lot more
Thanks for letting
successful
me know
if
or
you have
whatever.
a
That's
lawyer to
fine.
file it for you and represent you in your hearings. There are many lawyers who do this work pro bono. Remember Remember how I mentioned in an episode a few weeks ago that big law attorneys do a lot of pro bono work? A lot of them do work assisting with habeas petitions because they tend to be isolated cases that are more manageable to handle alongside your other law firm work. But guess what all the major law firms are doing? They're bending to Trump's will and promising they'll only do pro bono work that Trump approves of. And you can bet your bonnet he's not going to approve of them continuing to help immigrants by representing them in court. So even though the Supreme Court confirmed your right to a hearing, the availability of lawyers that can do low-cost or free work for immigrants, which wasn't plentiful to begin with, is dwindling. And if you are an immigrant here from a not predominantly white country, even if you are documented, are here legally, have been a contributing member of society for decades, have never committed any crime, have never pulled from the welfare system, have always paid your taxes on time, have been a perfect little immigrant, I'm putting you at the top of this list still, because there are credible instances of U.S. citizens and valid green card holders being deported, including to El Salvador without due process, without having done anything wrong. ICE will make something up or fudge the truth, and it can be hard to prove your legal residency here because they don't care. Your safety is actively under threat, and if I were you, I'd be making plans to get the fuck out. Again, this is not meant to be alarmist. I am trying to genuinely assess the risks here based on the hours and hours I spend every week combing through the news. There are too many stories of lawful residents being detained and some being deported, and even just detention without deportation can be incredibly traumatizing.
It's very important.
The threat is very real. You are not overreacting if you are making plans to leave post-haste. Okay, next criteria on the list we have get your shit together. This means do you have your passport and other documentation together and ready to go? Do you have a plan for if you need to leave quickly? I would be reaching out to friends in other countries.
I'm sorry. I thought we would be tearing a lot quicker here, so.
In case.
Oh, she's putting trans people right there.
Looks like they could come from Latin America or a Middle Eastern country, or whose name sounds like it could be from those regions, or whose parents are from those regions, even if you were born in the U.S. My sources, stories are emerging of more and more people being detained at airports, including a lawyer, including U.S. citizens who were born here but maybe have dual nationality with a country from those regions.
It'll come down to, like, American, African-American, American, African-American, versus like our like whitest, most business class Jewish folks, right? So like in this hierarchy where the top is Trump and is just money and not religion and not respect of races or whatever. This isn't anything anti-Semitic on my behalf. This is what these things would likely come down to at the last 2 boiling points into the oven, I say. Okay? Not to be like, you know, Holocaust 2 or anything over here. I apologize if it's coming off like that. I'm not calling for any kinds of genocides. This is my just funny little scenario of this same fucking game. She did it in a tier list. I'm shocking and effective. I do it in a literal historical sense because it's scary shit that's happened before, and we should be trying to avoid it instead of soft coding it, but we're fucking soft coding it, so it's whatever. So I'm here to be a little bit more rough about it. So I was right about the next step now being trans or, you know, gypsy-ish or whatever, as I described, more out there folks, the druggies and shit. So she hasn't quite gotten to the white druggies. Those would be further down the line, because at the end of the day, those are still our KKK folks and our like American, they supported Trump to get there types of scenarios. So those are going to be like, if they even go at all, you know, you're going to need a poor shit class to fucking mock and fucking whatever. When you're in your golden tower, you do need some pores at the bottom. So they might just never go, these Hicks and Gypsies. But there's other, sorry, I'll stop using that word. There's other fucking intervals where those same types will be sought out. So if there's anything unique about those druggies, they will be in those other fields gotten rid of. If they're a straight-minded Republican normal old druggie, they might be just fine, you know, down the line. And at no point, since this is a Trump triangle here, at no point will PEDs ever be on that fucking tier list. At no point are PEDs at all threatened on this list of people who are going into the oven or otherwise. Why? Because, you know, the top of the triangle is like all of that action, of that hot Epstein fucking action. So what do you expect? I mean, release those documents. No, never. They'll never release those ones. So anyway,
regions or whose parents are from those regions, especially if you travel to those regions regularly, they have that information.
We guessed right.
Off of a flight as an American in LAX.
You are at risk of being detained.
You are not an American, okay? Too bad. Get out of here. Bye. You are not either. Well, I'm just going off of skin color with these accusations of not Americanisms. I apologize. Oh, okay.
Category
so
includes black people. Now, if you're black and a
you're saying, okay, specifically religion and straight up gay is more respected and will be dealt with later, compared to the just like straight up immigrant status in the U.S. from those regions. You're saying, okay, the more legal. So these are legal of those same blends, but legal. And that's okay. So she's putting the handicaps down this far. That would have been in the Hitler wants to kill the gypsies, the handicaps, and other certain roaming types at a point. That would also be in like Hitler's etceteras, right? So we didn't really get to Hitler's etceteras so much. So this is just, oh my God, I love this list so far. So this is exactly about right. This is about right. I think the gays would be further kept down the line as well because of the... if there's gay plus any of these factors, they're completely fucked. That's oven material all the way. But if it's just straight up gay, there's like log cabin gays again. The log cabin gays and the secret gay Republicans and shit like that. I think gay itself is more down here. And or like she's using it only tied in with other factors, and trans in general can be those other factor type of things. Like it's like, oh, if they're trans, they're probably a libtard. Oven. So you know, it's easier to assume those types of things. When it comes to just straight normal gay, it's less difficult to assume those things and put those kind of assumptions on those minorities. So like the ped thing, right? They'll call them the peds and send them to the ovens when they're not actually the peds, but that's like the, you know, that's the weapons I was talking about. That's how they get their agendas down. So going down the line, the weapons that they'll be using, I don't fucking know. But this is accurate so far. I'm liking her list. I'm liking how she's
recent immigrant or child of immigrants.
Into
those
the
higher
oven.
Categories also
I agree with her
you
oven.
if you're black and not a recent immigrant.
Right.
Descendants of
So
formerly
far.
enslaved people, for
Good
example.
job.
There's not new evidence of increased active targeting of black
This
Americans,
is fantastic.
like their physical safety. But the threat to you is higher simply because racism and hatred is being legitimized through Trump's presidency, and because dismantling DEI programs and calling every black person a DEI hire is going to hinder your opportunities in the...
I think just normal gay, normal black would be a tier down is what I'm trying to say, ultimately, from this, like more safe. But I'm letting her get to that point. I'm letting her say what her tiers are going to be from here on out in terms of like how this list is being created
in this country. Plus, the other threats
I'm trying to take it away from my oven analogy as much as I can.
Being black in this country, which is not new to this regime. Racism is a problem everywhere, but your opportunities may be less hindered elsewhere.
Because like I said, it's going to come down to fucking Kanye, which... You know, just period. It's going to come down to Kanye versus Ben. So.
Where education is more accessible and less expensive, where there's established practices of at least trying to avoid bias in hiring processes.
I've looked up these education stats and exactly what you're talking about
also
like
on high alert, Muslims
misfortune
who are historically
in poor
marginalized.
areas.
Existing in a Christian nationalist state is not going to contribute to your thriving and will legitimize increased hatred and violence toward Muslims. You may be...
But there's a certain contingent that think they are Christian or the Christians don't mind them, so they kind of keep them around in a certain way. It's strange.
Be a target because of your faith. You are not unreasonable for considering whether other countries would allow you to more openly practice your faith without fear of retribution.
Okay, this next
and
one
also on
gets
high
real
alert,
thick.
the LGBTQ community generally. There is active
For
threat
sure.
against the protection for same-sex marriage that could significantly impact everything from how you pay...
That's just same-sex marriage, though. That's bullshit. But the ultimately, like gays overall are pretty fucking accepted, and even worldwide, and there's certain groups that fight against trans people even as gay groups. So this is... I'm making a side note. I'm not saying her shit is tilted. She's still very accurate, but I'm just putting in my side notes here.
Your taxes, to your rights over your children, to your protection from work discrimination, and more. Your bodily safety is not being targeted at the moment by actors within this regime, but your rights certainly are. You're not unreasonable for considering other countries where your marriage and your family and your life is respected and protected, or at the very least, bluer states that provide greater protections. Next category down on the list is...
And I'm from one of those, so it's hard to know like where I'm fucked or not, or where people don't or do understand my passive-aggressive or sarcasm or whatever. I don't know.
Eyes peeled. These are people at heightened risk of being targeted for various reasons, but who aren't actively at risk for their physical safety.
Okay.
You would advance to a higher risk category when news reports surface that people like you are being targeted for arrest or violence increases against you.
Here it goes.
You should keep an eye out for those reports and be ready to start thinking about leaving if that risk increases.
I saw your little thing on
this list we have Jewish people. In a Christian nationalist state, Jews are used.
The fact that you've separated gays, lesbians, or is that just women? The fact that I've separated them.
As pawns to claim anti-Semitism.
But I would, though. I mean, we would send lesbians in, you know, a little further down the line, but not quite last, because like Trump still has a use for them. You know what I mean?
When reporting protesters. For
anyway, I was trying to get a perv joke in there.
You come from a long history of marginalization. It is not unreasonable for you to be on alert for potential threats.
I'm going to support
also, keep your eyes peeled to academics. You're not being targeted for bodily harm yet, but your universities are under attack. Your employment opportunities are dwindling. Respect for your work is decreasing. You are not unreasonable for considering whether there are other countries that would value your work more or would allow for your full and complete intellectual freedom and debate.
Smarties.
Lawyers, you also need to keep your eyes peeled. Recently, an attorney representing pro-Palestinian protesters was detained at an airport in Michigan. He falls into other higher risk categories on this chart, but it's not unreasonable to wonder whether his work played a role in his detention. Your places of employment are actively being targeted. Whether you work at a large law firm, at a nonprofit that relies on government funds, or for the government itself and you're not willing to fall in line, it is not unreasonable for you to consider whether your ability to freely practice your profession might be easier elsewhere. Journalists and news commentators, ditto to you. Trump and his cronies have made it very clear that they are hostile to journalists who don't fall in line. Your places of employment are being actively targeted for lawsuits. Trump is very willing to name and shame journalists on social media and elsewhere,
I think he'd rather push them into
conforming
than
keeping your eyes peeled for the first sign.
A lot of just journalists are just like fucking, you know, plain old white folk anyway. So to group them into like into the oven situation in my thing, I see what she's saying with the tears, like you're gonna go, but I think they'd rather have them conform than get rid of them, because you know we do our best to keep our press controlled, maybe not necessarily muted. So it's about how you use your resources, not that if they're being used or not. This is where Doge doesn't get shit. But anyways, cheers, man multivitamin of the morning. I forgot. This is your men's Ollie men's multivitamin moment. It tastes so fucking good. These are blackberry blitz. As soon as they hit my fucking mouth, my tongue waters. I start swallowing the most delicious juice of vitamins A, C, D, E, B, B's, and zinc. And they got stuck in my teeth. Because they're chewy and good. They also got pill form. If you're a hard ass bitch who doesn't want delicious chewy gummy, just so good. Take 2 daily, chew well. You'll want to chew well, for they are tasty. So good. So tasty. Great. Cool. Okay, that was a Vita moment. That was a Vita moment. Let's get back to it.
Of more active crackdowns against journalists. Known communists, you're on the keep your eyes peeled list as well. You know that.
See you later.
Keep your eyes peeled
and
list
then
as well. Threats against our autonomy are not new to this regime.
Women's is very accurate. We have already been. That's why I mentioned her tattoo. We've already been covering the women's. Your right to vote is goodbye. Bye. See ya.
Fault divorces. Advocate doesn't match their.
Yeah, your right to vote is going out the window. Don't get married. Your right to vote may dissipate. It's going to be your man's right to vote for you from then on. Watch out. Watch out. Don't get married. No women out there get married. Don't. It's a sham. It's a lie. Ever since gay marriage, they made marriage itself as an institution a fucking lie. It's just don't even bother. It's just a way to rig you now.
For women who don't have a passport or ready changes that might make you feel more at risk. Okay, and finally we get to the you are fine category. You're wanted. You're safe. Donnie loves you. You are the preferred category of person, the purest of the pure, that the white Christian nationalists want populating our great nation. If you're white, if you're a MAGA believer, if you bleed red, white, and blue, brother, if you're a practicing Christian, congratulations.
And this is where I'm not that fucking gay, okay? Eat shit. I'm sad that any of the feminist targets or feminine targets that I might have been going for have already been long dejected from my pool. I'm now down to just the normal gals out there, and they'll be real depressed and fat and just fucking, I'll love that. You know, all these depressed fat girls for the taking, as I am this one. Okay, I'm patriotic as a motherfucker, and I think at the end of the day that's my not saving grace, but I think that's my spot. Is I like America. Okay? I like America. I like the people who are so psychotic that they go overseas and die in the sand so I can talk shit in my land. I fucking love my army. I love my fucking my navy, my air force. I love my fucking people, you know? These are my Americans. And I'm them as well. I signed my draft, Hassan. Okay? Hassan. I signed my draft, Mr. Chicken out of Turkey. Chicken out of Turkey. Chicken out of Turkey. So, this one, I grew up in several of these. I understand them a little. This shit is disgusting. I'm a fucking full lifelong blue Democrat. They might just fucking kill me because of that. You don't have Democrat and Republican on this list. Which, where would you put Democrat in this then? Because, like, would we be here with the women? Are we as last in line as the women? I think in her tier it would be more down here as, you know, she's not necessarily taking into the races that would fit under these cultures or religions and shit. So I take like an average white American, normal, grew up in, you know, Kansas, and then one day decides to become, I'm a Muslim now, you know. They might spare him at the end of the day, because maybe they'll see that he can be conformed, or that he's still one of them or something. You know, there's variables within there that we're not considering, but those are such small numbers. It's not important. So, oven. All of it. And then she has said that Kanye is going in before Ben Shapiro, and she is most likely correct. Because, unfortunately, we had civil rights since like the 60s to about the 2005s. Somewhere in 2008, 2005, we had civil rights, okay, for that long. We had equality, we had working on it status, we had something where we were working towards a better, more equal America in terms of skin color exclusively. And then lately, that good faith has dissolved into bullshit, and the next generations screaming at us that they want reparations. It's become some strange, different type of pool these days. So in terms of like working against what we've been working for, and like Black Republican, that's where I went. The guy earlier, I was like, I'm not even going to listen to him. You know, voting against the party that traditionally has been the only reason why you've had freedom. No offense, I don't mean to be a dick about it, but like, you know, Abraham and the Republicans were past Democrats, and the party flipped at a point. That's the da-da-da thing that everybody knows. So, anyways, the frozen north, the Democrats, the left-wingers, the whatever the fuck you want to call them, the ones that were pro this and that, historically, blah, 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 that side fought for you. And now you want to fight against them and actively vote against them and put the red guys up that are the evil ones that would have traditionally been in the South, your oppressors. So, I mean, this is kind of on you, and that's why you're going to go in the oven quicker than the fucking Ben, because you have actively worked against your own acceptance in our country. It's fascinating how much you've actively worked against destroying any civil rights that your forefathers fucking died for. That white folks stood next to you and fucking died for your rights to also be seen as an equal in this fucking country. That's why you'll be sent. So, good job. So, yes, high alert. Sorry. You know? And there was, don't forget about, like, the Back to Africa fucking movement in our past in America. Like, you're not in the best of spots to really fucking act in this manner. No, I'm not, right. We're kind of traitorous to your own kind. I don't want to act like that or say like black on black crime politically. It's like political black on black crime. It's such a strange angle. It's not really my place to speak on. So I apologize, but I also don't. And these things need to be pointed out and talked about and said, what the fuck? This is very strange that you're in these areas, folks. I just don't get it. So you could say the same thing to me. I'm sure there's plenty of angles where you see me as something that's self-defeatist towards whatever my movements might be. So I apologize, but I'm just here to yipper yapper, and we're having a fun little clipper clapper. So we're gonna send all of these into the oven. Okay. Beep, beep, beep. Okay, so they're just gone. All right. Now all we have left is the, let's see, KKK is what that says. It spells out just the KKK. Where is any of that in this list? She didn't want to get too fucked up on like the nationality groups and shit like that that'll be taking over once the whiteys have everything. So yeah, there's a lot more subcategories to all this, but that is fascinating. Because the non-religious, the atheists, are going to be fucking nuked too. And at what point even? Because there's even some people who are like, if you ain't got no God, you ain't no fucking, your life ain't worth shit. So, I mean, even these folks fucking think that about certain atheists. So where the fuck are they? Now they're down with the fucking gays and shit. And the fucking, the extremist religion is now planted in with the non-religion, which hasn't murdered in the name of ever in its fucking history. So, Jesus, fuck. So there's a lot of angles we're not thinking about here where there's a lot of problems that we have to deal with in this country that don't really align with this country. And the fact that these ones have combined these two in some type of evangelical false worship golden goat kind of way is a very bad sign for these people. Okay? That's all. And it makes every other fucking one of these win a little bit more over this. And that's a problem. And that's where none of these or these or these or these are seeing that all of these have a worldwide fuck these guys strong fucking mentality right now. And they're not just seeing the red hats. They're seeing all of us as one blanketed thing. So it's good that she did the one blanketed thing. Thank you very much. Because they see us like that. They don't like us, these motherfuckers. They'll pretend they'll be all nicey and shit, but they want our fucking downfall. They want the downfall of Western civilization. That's what the terrorists that we were covering earlier were touting around. That's what these socialists, what these commies, once we push them back to their own fucking countries, they're just going to group up over there and find their nukes and fucking kill us. So, good job. We're supposed to be keeping world police status on most of this shit. It's whatever. Okay, so into the ovens, out of fear, and we're all going to die. Thank you very much for your brevity, your bravery in creating
bisexual. I don't consider myself to be in the high alert category because loss of rights won't really affect me. So that means that despite all my...
So as common white folk, we do have that place of saying like, you take away this, you take away that. I can say like, okay, so I just don't get to fuck gays now. That's fine. I'll just not identify as any kind of fruit, and then we're good. I apologize for the brief wording here. So I get what she's saying, and you guys are saying, well, you have that blanket, that white napkin, where you can just fucking be passive of whatever the fuck, your crinkle over here, Mr. Crinkle. Mr. Crinkle Paste. So I get what you guys are saying, and it must be so easy for us or whatever. But like it's our America at the end of the day, and I have to still be that patriot and fight for certain angles in this myself, because I have interests of these ones need to go into the oven before they send me into their ovens. Because if we make any other countries and their ovens and what they would see at the top on their tier list, on most of them, America right there at the top of the first ones to go into the oven and get the fuck out of our country and get fucking deported is going to be these fucking American scum cunt motherfuckers. We're going to send them out so fucking fast. We're going to do whatever the fuck we need to get rid of them. And that's it. And that's it. That's the point. Is their ovens are warm for us motherfuckers. They want the downfall of all of us. Their ovens are fucking nice and toasty for that red, white, and blue. So I get it. From the Republican dumbass fucking cornered point of view of a frightened little scaredy cat clenching their pearls, I understand it. It's gross. And the fact that the world's become that, to where not only do I understand it, but I'm kind of comfortable there, is even more gross. So, oops. Who made it happen? Look at yourselves. All of you socialist fucks, all you commie cunts, look at yourselves and what you've done when you turned all of traditionally in America what would have been your support against you. Look at you. Look at you now. And then you voted for the other side directly anyway. So if you weren't Jill Scott at like a 2% in every fucking state, you fucking idiots. You're idiots. You ruined everything. And you made the left seem extreme left, and now nobody trusts anybody, and the right-wing one, the extremist bad one, it's not even like a normal one. And we're going to fucking pay for that shit. And you're going to pay for that shit. And you deserve to pay for that shit. So, from a white folk, middle of the road, nothing, white man, okay? From a white man, you deserve this shit. Go fuck yourselves. Leopards are eating your fucking face. You voted for it. Okay, you voted for it. Your tariffs, your taxes, your fuckheads, your axes. I don't know what the fuck to say after that. You're all fucked, and it's of your own design. You've fucked yourself. So, I've been saying it for years. That old rhyme. I see, said the blind man peeing in the wind. It's all coming back to me now. To where the other day, I even saw a fucking cute little cartoon in the New York whatever the fuck, where it's literally Trump peeing into a fan, and it's coming back into his face. So, who's out there stealing shit from old Spitty? Nobody. It's like an old fucking saying. The world is made of them. Learn them. They're your friends. Okay? Sayings. They teach us. Its former generations have boiled down their entirety of knowledge into that. And these are American culturisms, okay? That's an American thing right there. Even if it comes from, like, I don't know, Europe or some shit at a point, it's still here. I know about it. It's something I was taught. It's a fool, okay? Ism. And I learned that fucking foolism. So thank you. Now, as a fool...
Panic and fight or flight responses. That is not the case at this point.
Panic
family,
and fight or
reactionary,
flight.
Or an overreaction.
So thank you very much, Leisha Miller. Why, comma, America. That's good. So very nice. Billionaire backlash, billionaire blowback, billionaire blowjob. Blame the media. What do we got here? Dems need to blow. Blow. Very nice. Good job. Good job. Vitaly.
All right, so let's get to Vitaly. So first, let's cover some notes. There was a Filipino lawyer who wrote back some answers. You guys asked some questions.
The prettiness.
In the chat, and he had some answers for you guys because many of you asked questions. So as a Filipino lawyer, he wanted to help me answer these. So I'm going to answer some questions that you guys had in PowerPoint format, of course, in classic legal mindset PowerPoint format. Okay, first of all, he wanted me to say, because many of you ask about caning, unfortunately...
Porn hunter prison. What is this shit?
Crazy.
Oh my god, I gotta pee.
This includes the illegal Chinese workers arrested at the
Okay, listen to
Pogo
this
in
for the
Bamban
last 2 minutes. It seems like the actual
illegal,
sum up and
gambling, like online
BRB.
gambling.
Tarlac who were deported just yesterday, May 14.
It feels like it's getting smaller and smaller every year because the number of arrests that we have is getting bigger and bigger.
Final discussion.
That's everybody kind of lined up in the jail. Like you can see, it's very full. So that's that one. That's the one for foreigners. So let's go inside another detention center. So this one is great. This is actually the Bikutan Detention Center. Let's take a look at this lovely place. Let's take a look at this lovely place. This is kind of fun. Let's take a look at this jail in the Philippines, shall we? Let's take a look. Looks lovely, right? Yeah, crazy, right? Crazy, crazy, great stuff. So there we go. That's that one. And now we're going to go to another one. And we're going to look at the, this is a documentary. It's in Tagalog, but it is very interesting. It's a documentary. We'll watch a little bit of it, but look at the crowding conditions here. This is absolutely, to me, like, this is to me nuts. Watch this. This is a, just kind of a, this is in Binan, but watch the level of capacity here and watch what these people have to do. Crazy stuff, absolute crazy stuff. Look at the numbers here. So the capacity is 170 and there's 432, and this is in 2018. And it ain't got better. It ain't got any better, guys. It ain't got any better. So once again, I think that Vitaly is going to have a real fun time in Philippine prison.
Yeah, you betcha. Yeah, you betcha. Yeah, he sure will. Boy, that was delayed. But, yep, yeah. Yeah, I was pissing real quick. Fuck off, fuck. What you gonna do? I was pissing real quick. A man's gotta pee. Man's gotta fucking pee, eh? Here we go. Hold on. Here's a brain lapse. I got a brain lapse right now. Yep. Oh, yes. AI speak. It's good shit. Yes. Great. We're back. I am so fucking Todd Ed. Okay. Great. Noise. I have more noise. Let's go this one. Ethan. Yes, indeed. I'm going to delete that one. That's stupid. Yeah, that's gone. Delete it. How about this one? Ethan. That one's getting deleted. That's deleted too. I don't need the Ethans anymore. How about we're gonna listen to nothing. I'm good. Sort by type. Cool. Great. Cool. Okay. Oh, uh-oh. I just sorted things by type. Okay. Poke, poke, poke. Poke, poke, poke. Poke, poke. We're back. We're back. Oh, Marjorie Taylor Greene gets caught.
Given what the
trading scandal. Yeah. I mean,
government's been doing, and this
are losers and negotiating.
Like Elon
now turned around.
But in movies, and you want to roll at 54% and threaten 104%.
Wow, you Caucasians just do as you please without any accountability. It must be nice. I'm just gonna go World Star. World Star. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Anyway. World Star, World Star, World Star, World Star! You couldn't even handle me.
Given what the government's been doing.
Even if I came with instructions. You couldn't handle me. You couldn't do it. So this sucks, is stupid, all this shit is garbage. Boca Raton plane crash. Oh, there's another crash now? Now there's another fucking crash. And this one has death screeching. A fucking terrible death screeching. As it's, what do we got? That's a car. It's not an airplane. So. Thanks, Trump. Thanks, Trump. Trump's fault. USA is melting. Anyway. Okay. I mean, what is there here? Florida plane crash. At some point, you won't be able to find these anymore, you know? There's going to be so many per state that is going to be like, nope. You don't get to know. Investigating a fucking plane crash Friday morning in Boca fucking Raton. Jesus, dude. Can we just not crash a plane, plash a crane for like fucking a minute? Can we do it for like a day? Can we not plash a fucking crane, dude? Can we not plash a crane?
Contact Home
Dude.
Pest Control today.
This is pest control shit.
Free inspection.
And I'm like, damn it, get the fuck out of my face. God damn it.
.com.
Oh, my patience. Wow.
Yo, yeah, he was coming in hard.
Oh, dude.
Man, dude, yeah, that's it. Wow, my.
He was coming in hard, bro. Uber passenger arrested after a heated altercation. Okay. What is... it's Laura Loomer. How did she get here? Laura Loomer is a chocolatier now. A bonbon. A bonbon. A bonbon. A bonbon. A bonbon.
Plane just crashed. Oh, let's go.
Okay. A plane just crashed. Come on, let's go. Come on. Plane crash, bro. Let's go.
Oh my.
Oh, now you're way too far away to even fucking... What is this now? What is this? There's some smoke over there, bro. So, okay, that happened too. And then who's that going to be? Like another CEO or some shit? Because, you know, I don't know if I'd mind so much. You know? No offense or anything, but, oh, you know. Luigi of the sky. Oh, Sky Ouija. We pray to you, Sky Ouija, for the killing of all the evils. Sky Ouija, we praise you. Yes, Sky Ouija. For all the devastated ups and downs. Sky Ouija is also Lake Ouija, Water Ouija, Sea Ouija. Sea Ouija. He's also Sea Ouija, okay? He's also Sea Ouija. Sea Ouija. Okay? Sea Ouija makes the submarines blow up. And Sky Ouija. Anyways, this is fucking great, dude. But no, it's not. I mean, it's terrible. But, like, you gotta celebrate somehow, right, folks? Okay. Ta-da!
Hey folks, how's it going? Today we're talking about the recent AI Ghibli drama.
So if you couldn't Ghibli to AI and you couldn't AI to Ghibli, well, they're AIing to Ghibliing now. So now they're going to take Ghibli and AI it. See? You see what's happening?
Yes, you guessed it. It's taking place on Twitter. Who would have guessed that this hell site would harbor such a thing? Also, I am a masochist for even looking at Twitter to begin with. But to my surprise, their villain of the day was none other than my arch nemesis, generative AI. Folks, I do everything in my power to avoid AI junk. Because it's an ugly, wasteful plagiarism machine that makes people dumber, lazier, and more entitled.
I mean,
and if you've been anywhere online lately, it's become completely unavoidable. The rampant use of AI has made being on the internet a living hell. DoorDash uses AI-generated images of foods that don't exist. Google image search is unusable because you can't filter out the real images from AI.
Google's pointless now.
And social media is choked up with disgusting AI memes and ads. Ads that are flat-out scams. It is completely exhausting, and I hate it here.
It sucks, man.
But recently, those big giant losers at OpenAI released their most recent generative image model, 4.0, with many of the modules being trained on various animation styles, including Rankin Bass and Pixar.
Oh, man.
But the one style that spread like wildfire was copying Studio Ghibli, the legendary Japanese animation company behind classic films like Spirited Away, Kiki's Delivery Service, and My Neighbor Totoro.
Let me make something real quick. We're gonna make something real quick, okay? All right, here we go. This is my starry AI. Studio Ghibli inspired. Do you see it? So we're gonna go Fritz the cat. Okay, and we're just gonna click OK. Generate in Studio Ghibli style. Fritz the cat. Okay, and then we're gonna go to like I want to do like a blank tool more so. It's whatever. This one's good for this shit though. This is Starry. Starry's okay. Starry's okay. Fritz the cat. Give me some Fritz the cat, bro. Is it just gonna do a picture of a fucking cat? It's just gonna do a fucking picture of a cat. What's that guy's name? Bakshki? How do I fucking spell it? Ralph. Bakshki. And then we're gonna do like Ralph Bakshki style. Fritz the cat. do that. Is that a sin? It's kind of a sin. Well, because Fritz is made by that other guy. No, it is Bakshi. Oh, I was gonna say, but it's also with I was gonna say with the Crumb. It's more of like a Crumb inspiration. So we're gonna see a little bit more like fatty, blobby type of situations here. This is more what I was trying to point towards. Crumb, you guys don't know the Crumb shit? Crumb shit? You know Crumb shit. There you go. So I'm just trying to, like, you know, point it more that direction. We'll see. I don't think it will, though. Oh, look at that. Wow. Oh, yeah. Fritz the Cat as a Ghibli inspired. That didn't work. So we're going to go down to... I don't have any credits now. I spent them all. I only get a couple per day, folks. This is Fritz the Cat with an extra arm, drinking or whatever. This is... He's got hands coming out of his feet. That branch is also a tail. Boy, these all suck. His leg is slightly up on the thing, and also his leg is also his arm. It does not connect with his body. It's more of like a piece of his tail. Okay, anyways. Oh, no! Oh, jeez!
Oh. But unlike other art trends,
that's why I started
with different
the show
human
like that,
artists doing their own
whatever.
spin
Okay,
on the same reference image, the AI slap generated from this became trendy on social media. And it seemed like every other account was posting a meme or selfie using Ghibli's art style.
Sorry's not it.
I first saw it on Twitter, but apparently it's also taking over Instagram and Facebook too.
Yeah.
To like no one's surprise. Without a doubt, the absolute worst image generated somehow came from the official White House Twitter of all places.
Yeah, that one is.
Look, I know they don't have anything close to a standard of conduct over there anymore, but holy shit, whoever made this can go fuck themselves. Of independent art is.
They are taking those images and making them
all feature those themes directly in their story
into reality.
As the people who generate it.
AI reality.
Animation.
Get into it. First, go to it.
Shit posters using it on top of pre-existing memes or on photos of major historical events like 9/11 or the JFK assassination.
Nice.
They hopped on the bandwagon just for the meme potential, which, hey, that's not shocking at all. This is the internet after all.
I am once again asking you to share more Studio Ghibli memes.
A lot of weird people just get into being edgy for the sake of being edgy because they're bored, and along with the amount of had to limit articles and online tutorials as a guide.
Oh, you're just kind of ranting about? I mean, I thought you were doing it the reverse of. I thought this was a
loser is somebody that's so afraid of not winning, they don't even try.
The time, energy, or dedication to actually learn how to do it themselves. And while it might be tempting to take the easy way out, it doesn't make you a resilient or capable person. It just keeps people lazy, entitled, and dumb.
This looks like AI.
And that is a terrible way to go through life.
Yeah.
Oh, the effort being put into getting there is worth making the journey in the first place. So folks, please do not get...
It is, and that's why I don't have any time for that.
I forgot to react to it.
So I saw someone made a video of... so this is Stuffy Bunny watching a compilation of somebody made a video of her burping. Just that.
I was reminded by this comment.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
Today I'm going to be reacting to something someone made of me.
So yeah, someone made a burps
it is a
video.
Burp compilation, which is very interesting, of me burping throughout my videos.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna go load up the video. Yeah.
This is the kind of shit people need to be doing out there. This is the right kind of autism, okay? Yep. Burp compilation.
It's made by a guy called Excusez-moi.
Excusez-moi? Okay. Yes! Nice, dude.
Damn, straight away with some of the original videos.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Burp it up. Oh, gross. You didn't say that. Oh, you didn't say there was gonna be shorts in this. Oh, jeez. Gross. She's gonna have horks and shorts.
Yeah, that was back when I lived, well, back in my first place. When I first started Stuffy.
When I first started haunting and stuffing and coughing and gorging and oh, gross.
That's why I moved out.
Oh my god. So let's watch her die. We're watching her die in speed mode here.
Video made me really gassy.
Oh my god. There's a rhythm to it, you know? Oh jeez.
I feel like it would be really funny if someone made like an auto-tune song just for
Yes,
me,
it's very come on.
Also, I find it kind of like interesting that so many of my burps are online, because that's not really usually a thing that you'd sort of say.
Shut up, eat it.
Imagine 100
Hit the
years
video.
ago and you told someone that recordings of their burp could be online for like someone in Australia to see it.
I burp
in, like,
a bunch.
100 years.
But
I don't know, I think they'd probably freak out, so.
Anybody care?
Yeah. It's interesting.
Okay. That's one bite. She had 5 burps. Oh my god, gross. My stomach is, I'm not even kidding, my stomach is rumbling. This is gross. This is really triggering. Oh my god. This is nasty, dude.
Jeez. I'm just gonna go grab my drink.
Oh. Okay.
There we go.
You know, if she paused to get a drink, I'm going to do the same. Watch her. Oh my god, eat.
And I'm going to be having 2
Well,
Galaxy
oh my
treat
god.
cake tray bakes. I'm very excited.
So she's gonna eat and drink while she eats and drinks, and while I go get a drink, she's gonna eat and drink because that's what she does. She consumes. I'll be back in just a second.
Excited. We are incredibly
I'm very excited for this.
As you can see, this
Very
one
excited.
is missing its chocolate M&Ms because my housemate decided to eat them. I also have these Dr. Peppers. They are the last ones I have, so I'm very happy they're nearly gone. I accidentally bought 16 of them because I thought it was going to be nice, and I hated them. I hated them so bad. I hate them! So I'm glad that these are the last 2.
2 there are. No more.
Let's start eating this cake. I don't have a fork, so I'm just going to use my hands. I have washed them. Start here. Nice. Oh. It tastes okay. I guess it's like the no cutlery challenge. There we go. Oh. Oh.
Okay, great. See?
They have little tiny flaky bits on top. It's cute. It tastes nice.
All right, thank you. So she eats this with her hand. Oh my god, yes! And everybody should check out Stuffy Bunny. And don't encourage her because she's going to die and she's amazing. So let's watch her keep burping while I eat some food, okay? Don't encourage her. She's gonna die. Rest in peace, Stuffy Bunny. You'll be missed. There's a lot of pepper, wasn't
I
it?
assume they get all the burps from people timestamping, because people timestamp things in the
Oh, you can assume all you want. That motherfucker is watching through every moment, looking for every burp. As someone who has done one of these types of compilations before, I can assure you he's not leaving it to just other people leaving timestamps. I assure you. This was done with a level of passion and devotion to you and your content that you might not be comfortable with.
It's funny, you can sort of see me continuously get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm Bon Appetit or whatever the fuck.
That was when I first moved. Clearly the burps are still there.
Eating while watching this? That's a skill right there.
That room used to be so empty, and this coming up.
I don't think I can. Hold on. Let me watch something mindlessly while I try to eat right now. This can make me puke. Oh, the plane crash. Here we go.
News that we are following right now coming in out of Boca
right, what do we
Raton,
got?
Florida. Take a look right here at this image
do we
provided
got?
by
That's 2 crashes today.
WFOR as they are flying overhead. As you can see, a very active scene right here. We don't have a lot of information at this point, but I can tell you what we know so far is that a small plane has shut down traffic in Boca Raton. The police did share on X that North Military Trail is closed between Northwest 19th Street and Butts Road due to a, quote, small aircraft crash. The Interstate 95 overpass at Glades Road also closed in both directions, and police asking, really urging everyone to avoid that area right now. If you take a look, you can see what appears to be what they used to put out some flames there. So it does appear on the interstate there may have been flames as a result of this small plane crash.
How does nobody know shit? Whatever. How does nobody know shit? Stephen Colbert.
Gentlemen and female gentlemen, the Vax
Okay,
and the
okay.
Axe.
Colbert. What did Colbert do?
Video. Today we are talking about everyone's favorite cult member, Stephen Colbert. Everyone knows him. Everyone loves him. He is currently crying. He is screaming and crying about the death to America that just happened because Trump made tariffs. Trump made tariffs and Stephen is crying. Skibbity Stephen is literally so sad. If you don't realize by the fact that he made a dance number for the vaccine, holy f***, he's cooking. He's screaming, crying, humiliated, and these are just basic calls for violence that he likes to do on a pretty daily basis. It's gonna be awesome.
I know how numb we've become, but it's not normal. No other candidate for the presidency has ever had to pause his campaign to defend himself in multiple courts.
Yeah, well, no other person in the presidency has ever been
Now, kids, we joke around a lot on this show, but this next piece is close to my heart. Last week, a man in New Zealand was attacked by a 14-foot great white shark. Was he killed? You bet your sweet ass he was killed.
Fucking right
And he had
he
a
was.
family and everything.
Let's go.
And at the Jesselnick offensive, a great white attack is a black tie affair. So chain up the doors and light the ceiling on fire. It's time for
Oh
Shark
yeah,
Party.
baby, let's go. I saw the same thing just made for old people, just antique boners. Yes.
Now let's bring it down for a second. I'm so excited I can barely control myself. Do you know that sharks have been around for over 400
Like that
million
shark
years?
when a human was in the water.
They're perfect killing machines. They mostly eat seals. Sharks don't even like the taste of people, but that's why tonight is so special. Let's bring it down again. I'm just too fired up. Kids, I don't think we appreciate sharks enough. These majestic creatures keep our oceans clean, and we kill them for their fins. We should be giving sharks the keys to our cities and all the money we give our teachers. So when a shark kills a man, you gotta give thanks. But let's not forget the man who made this all possible. Smile, you son of a bitch.
There you go. That's into you. That's what got this class.
And that brings this year's total to people killed by sharks, 1. Sharks killed by people, 17 million. Dead eyes, full bellies can't lose. We'll be right back with Doug Benson and Brian.
Dead eyes, full bellies can't lose. Yes, if you didn't notice, I already have a thumbs up on this video, and I had watched it before. Anyway, we are VR Superstar. Okay.
Republicans enjoy
right? Yes.
What'd you do to
this guy?
Nothing. Nothing. Yeah, sure. I believe you. How is she still?
I wanted to cover this because it's so fucking ridiculous. The Genshin Impact voice actors are having a very bad month. It's been going on, and apparently crashing out on Tectone.
Sorry about that.
Getting upset about other people as well. And
this is amazing.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Do go on.
Again, yes. Well, the reason why they're upset about this, it's actually very simple. They know they're going to get replaced with AI.
Oh, yeah.
You
especially
know
with
it.
This.
I know it. Everybody knows it.
Yeah.
The only person that doesn't know it, actually, I would say it's them, but they also know it. That's why they're mad.
Hey, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you've had a great weekend. And I got to come clean about something.
Isn't it crazy how this is still going on, too, by the way?
Okay. I was already in the middle of making this video. But it was all so stupid that I was actually at a loss for words like half the time. And I ended up deleting the video because it was just coming out so messed up because this whole thing is so freaking unbelievable. To be
It's
quite
dumb.
frank. So do you remember that Karina, the VA for Paimon, do you remember that Karina video that she made on TikTok where she was like crashing out, getting all angry, all mad?
YouTubers don't...
Paimon is food.
know anything.
Herself.
YouTubers don't know anything. They're not voice actors. They've never been in my industry. They don't know what my industry is about. They don't know anything about SAG. They don't know anything about being a non-union actor.
SAG is a union.
Wow.
Either. They have more incentive to lie. They have more of an incentive to lie.
How do they have an incentive to lie, but you don't have an incentive to lie?
I get what you're saying.
Because their incentive is just simply to lie for content, but your incentive is to lie in order to preserve your job.
I get what she's saying.
I don't even understand.
Shut
The argument.
You don't
here
understand.
doesn't
I get
make
what she's
sense.
saying. What you're saying doesn't make sense. I get what she's saying. You don't get what she's saying. I'm gonna lose what I'm. What?
Don't know anything. They're not voice actors. They've never been in my industry. They don't know what my industry is about. They don't know anything about SAG. They don't know anything about being a non-union actor.
SAG is a union.
Her hands are fucking huge. But YouTubers definitely, they're like a huge voice actor guild of their own kind. Like, why is she so salty about this? There's plenty of advantages to lie for like nobodies from the Middle East who are attacking random streamers. What the fuck do you even mean? Shut up, Asmon. Shut up. Like, it's general dissension voices. It's shut the fuck uppery. It's cancellation. A bunch of random anonymous nobodies have a lot of benefit in canceling any of these people in these spots. What do you mean?
Either.
American
they have more
actor
incentive
to be replaced by, you know, Middle Eastern.
They have more of an incentive to lie.
How do they have an incentive to lie, but you don't have an incentive to lie?
What up?
Because their incentive is just simply to lie for content.
What up? You got no brain, bro.
Stuff, but in fact, that crash out video occurred before
What up, bro? You got
then.
no brain.
And she was instead probably crashing out over a video that either I made around a month ago or a video / short that YouTuber Darkghost88 made also around a month ago. For anyone curious who hasn't seen my full theory on that, I will link the video where I explain that all in more detail in the description for you with the timestamp to that part. But back to the main topic for this video. Now that we had a quick refresher about Karina's crash out video,
that was a crazy fucking video, man.
I mean, okay.
What?
Don't listen to Reddit. Don't listen to
Trending.
Reddit. TikTok. Delete your TikTok.
And the OP of the...
I don't know if he's
Reddit goes right to Reddit.
Hope you enjoyed. Let me know.
She's the best
Rivals.
possible advertisement. Maybe, you know what, guys? Maybe she's actually, here's what it could be. She has stock in an AI company, and
She's
this is
AI ops,
all
yeah.
like some 700 IQ strategy for her to
I
get
love it.
AI to
You're
become
right.
more popular.
You're right, and I'm riding that cloud immediately. I am on your cloud. Let's go. Yes, this is why. Every rich person knows to get rich, you must get richer through scammery or bullshittery. 1000%. I bet she's in bed with like some kind of Australian AI force or whatever. I like that. I like that theory. I'm betting with your bet of your theory that's the theory, that's the bet. I like that. We're gonna walk forward with that one. I like that. Great. Okay, cool. So cool. Well,
The Pepsi one. Oh my god. I remember, like,
I'm
even
done
after
eating.
recording, I was burping so much afterwards. Like,
Here we go.
literally non-stop that whole evening.
how many burps per cans?
That video makes me want McDonald's.
Oh my god. That's not what it makes me want. I mean, I guess it made me want potato salad or whatever. So, that's gross in its own way. Oh my god. Please, why? Why are we here? Why are we here?
I have KFC all the time, literally all the time, but since they
Yeah.
had like some weird advertising campaigns, I've just not wanted it. Yeah, I've just not really been into that, I guess.
Meta burps. Oh no, Stuffy, what are you doing, Stuffy? You give them out for free, Stuffy. Oh, dude. Oh my god. This is foul. I love it. I love this foul nastiness. It's so gross.
Some of the burps in that one specifically, was so aggressive.
It's a Mentos and Coke, dude. You're like creating a chemical fucking. Gross. Oh, it's all down her shirt. Oh, pizza. I want some pizza. I want pizza. Fucking. Oh my god, gross. It's so much. It's so much burping. What is that? What was that stack of meat? Just 8 fucking meat.
I want to do happy birthday and burps, just happy birthday, but like burps instead.
That's very good. Come on, hurry up. I just did it. You just did it. Okay. Gross. Gross. Oh my god. Why? This is so gross. Why? Shit. Please, you're killing me. Oh god, you're killing me. Oh my god. This is so good. I love this. The height of content, I'm telling you.
I really missed that little green hat. I had it.
Okay.
I still have it, but it's broken. And
That's too bad.
it used to light up, but it doesn't work anymore.
That's too bad. You gotta rewire it, honey. Rewire it and fix it. Oh, it was a sneeze, not a fucking pork. That looks like puke. That looks like puke. What is this? Eggs? Oh, I watched that. Popcorn was popcorny. Oh my god.
That was quite a big one.
That was gross.
Right.
Okay, good job. Oh my
enough,
god. How do you still more? What is this now?
What a roller coaster.
Oh my god, gross, dude. That was fantastic.
I really want to see if someone can make a part 2. Because I'm sure people have all the burps saved somewhere.
You're right, though, actually.
Besides that.
Because there's more Patreon burps.
Burps. That was
there's
accurate as of about 3 or 4 months ago.
Okay.
Because that's how old the video is. So, yeah. There are 3 or 4 months of non-documented burps.
Oh, you're saying more recent burps. Okay. It's hard to keep things up to date
just
like
comment
that.
it,
You know?
or if you want to see anything else in particular of me reacting to people reacting to me or something.
That was good.
Let me know.
Thank you very much. That
Anyway.
was really good.